100 News team. Let's go to John Hine, and let's, of course, get to Robin, which is very, very important. Let's go to Steve first in the Howard 100 Newsroom.
Just some of the stories we're working on in the Howard 100 Newsroom. Is Riley Martin about to propel himself out of the Sirius orbit?
Oh, I can't believe I didn't even get to speak about this today.
What's this?
Well, Riley's last show is tonight, I believe.
No.
This is where I think Riley's going to go blow up and scream about what a cheap fuck I am, and Tim is a piece of shit, and use the N-word. I think the meltdown's going to happen tonight. It's 7 o'clock on 101.
Then I got to be there.
It's on 101 at 7 o'clock, but...
I may call in to stir the pot.
Oh, please, it's going to be...
We should all call in.
Midnight Eastern.
Midnight.
Midnight?
Midnight Eastern.
What? By the
Yeah,
way...
Jackie's joke hunt is it?
Why won't you give me a
7
promo
o'clock.
card?
There's a promo code right in front of you.
Yes.
It's probably covered by all the other papers, but I put it...
No. Where is it? Show me.
It's taped to your console.
Oh, down here. Guys, come on. I don't look...
I put it in 50 fucking places.
No,
where you
right
said
up,
to put it.
right up on my
Oh,
console.
bullshit.
Here.
Here's in the way. Come on.
Where is the note? Wait a second. This isn't even the note. Show me where it is. Come here. You motherfucker. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, underneath two papers.
You said
Get out of here.
You said put it there.
You're fired. Unbelievable.
Hold on. Everywhere else I've ever put it, you're like, Gary, just put it there. I'll fucking find it. I put it all over your console. Gary, don't cover the meters, don't cover the clock, don't cover the other notes. And I said, well, where would you like it?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Perfect
impossible,
explanation.
please.
Yeah, okay.
Sal's gonna get his ass kicked. That's my favorite Baba Booey song.
I like this one, too.
This is a good one. You don't do that.
It's so funny. While we play those songs, Sal's out in the hall in various Gary masks and giant bobbleheads.
You know what's so great? I know Sal's Achilles heel. He's jumping around, having fun. And did you see the way he just walked away dejected?
Yeah.
I said, it's a good thing you have that fucking mask. None of your bits are funny. Then he just walks away all alone now.
That deflates him.
Anyway, Steve, you were doing the news. Go ahead.
The Riley Martin story. Negotiations between the king of outer space and Tim Sabian said to be stalled in the stratosphere. And Howard 100 News has the audio tape of negotiations between these two intergalactic warriors. Stay tuned.
You have audio tape of Tim and Riley?
Absolutely, yes.
How come Tim doesn't give that to me?
Yeah.
That's top priority. What the fuck is wrong?
You have the actual negotiation?
Yes.
Wow.
I gave it to you this morning.
No,
Where is it?
everybody gives you everything.
What?
Scott has it.
No one shows it to me. Gary, get in here.
Hold on.
What are you
This is the first I'm hearing about it now. Jason said he gave it to Scott this morning,
But where is that fucking nincompoop Scott keeping material from me, that motherfucking bald asshole? Why do I have him in my life? Scott, get out of my life. Where is my tape? You scumbag.
Yes, I'm a scumbag.
You know, I'm not laughing, you fuck.
No, it's Jason.
Where is my tape?
Jason gave it to me and said, "Work on it when you get a chance." It's 8 minutes, and we were going to cut it down. I said, "All right, I'll get to it."
When would you get to it?
Well, he said it wasn't top priority. If I was told,
Jason, so now it's you fuck.
If I was told that it was going to be needed right away, I'd do it.
No one knows that.
What a deflection seminar this is.
So what are you doing?
Boom.
Kid, you mean I got 50 guys back there? No one could sit and cut a piece of tape.
I could give you the whole thing
Give
right
it to
now.
Sal and Richard, not you, Scott.
Why not? I
Because
mean,
Sal and Richard would have had it for me in 5 minutes.
but I was told that I didn't have to get it to you right that
Jason,
second.
is that what you told me?
I got the
What time would I hear this?
The second I got an email about this audio, I gave it to Scott. I go, here's where you get it. It's 8 minutes long. Cut it up and let Tim listen to it before you give it to Howard. That's all I said.
You guys are nuts.
I'm telling you, he said he came in. He said, "Work on it when you get a chance."
What time did you get the audio?
I got it this morning, like 7 o'clock.
But it's no good tomorrow. Today.
Yeah, Riley's show comes on tonight.
I understand that.
Why was I
give up
not
on this place.
CC'd on this email?
I'm sorry. I thought Scott knew
There's
it.
so many motherfuckers working for me.
But wasn't there a procedure? Doesn't all
No.
that stuff? Isn't
Not
it
through
all
Scott.
supposed to go
Jason,
through Gary?
I'll go through. I forget. I'm sorry.
Why don't you contact Gary with this?
I made a mistake. I should have told.
Gary, why
I
are your
should have
people
told
not contacting you? Honestly, what is your fucking problem?
Look at-
Get your fucking guys in there and fire some of these motherfuckers if they don't talk to you. That'll teach them. You better get tough, motherfucker. I mean it.
I didn't even know what to say. A guy
I tell you what,
did something
nobody
without telling
respects
me.
you.
A guy who is a hard worker tried to take the initiative, gave it to Scott. Scott sat.
No, the initiative is to give it to you. You're the producer.
Okay,
That's like on Saturday Night Live, they skip Lorne Michaels and they just approve a sketch without him. It don't
Right,
happen.
none of it can get on the air without you.
I'm
People spit their pants. You're keeping too many people around. You're fucking me by not being tough.
I'm fucking you by.
You fucked me. You fucked me. And my listeners who pay money to hear this show.
I'm sorry that you're fucked.
Wow. Why don't your guys come to you when they have a piece of tape? What are you busy with?
I will launch a fucking investigation.
No, you
and get
won't.
back to you with the fucking Warren report.
Yeah, it's real funny, Gary. Warren
It's
report.
not funny. It's like, you know, you're.
I'm a what? What am I? You mean I care about my work?
You sit in your fucking
Oh, it's okay. Riley Martin, who cares? Okay, that's what I'll say, Gary.
That's
Just
not
like
what
you.
happened.
Howard, it's my fault. I should have told Gary I'd get
Right.
Scott the
Why
audio.
don't you tell Gary?
I'm sorry. I didn't think of it. I got the audio. I gave it to Scott. I thought it was being taken care of by Scott. I'm sorry
No,
for
Scott
not.
doesn't take care of
You're
anything.
right.
Scott
You're right.
doesn't do it unless he's forced to do it.
No, I'm not.
I
forced.
apologize.
Go to
I am
Gary.
sorry for.
Go to Gary.
Absolutely.
And Gary will assign it to the person who can get it done quickest.
Absolutely.
Now, Quick and Scott don't go in the same sentence.
Oh, stop it.
What? Stop it! I tell you, I can't take it around here anymore. I have 57 fucking guys. Well, it's not fair of me to blame Scott. It's not his fault.
No, it's supposed to. There's an order out there.
That's right. If
That's
Scott
been
knew he had to
breached.
have it, he would have had it.
Yeah.
I apologize, Scott. But Jason, what's with you not going to Gary? Where's Scott? Come here. I want an apology. I'm out of my mind from this. You see, I hate this.
No, I understand.
You're making my life miserable now.
I gave it to
Just
the guy.
go to Gary. That's what I got the fucker here for.
Okay, I'll give everything to Gary.
Think I got him here for his looks?
I gave Scott the audio at 7 a.m. this morning. I didn't know it was going to be a thing.
But it's never going to come out of there if
You're
Scott
right.
doesn't know that.
You're right.
Scott didn't
I'm
know.
sorry for
Yeah.
trusting Scott. I'm
I
sorry.
can't blame
I'm sorry.
Scott.
Don't apologize
Don't
to me.
trust
I mean,
Scott.
you know,
No, I'm apologizing to you. This is not your fault.
I mean, I even had it on my computer. I was just trying to get to it through
Understood.
the morning.
I'm not mad at you.
Don't. It's just. It should have been done. We're all to blame. We're all
you
to
are
blame.
not to blame. I said you're not to blame.
Okay, fine.
Accept it.
Thank you.
Jason's got to go to Gary.
He's right. I skipped a step. I apologize.
Don't skip steps around
I'm
here.
sorry. I won't. Jesus.
Riley Martin negotiation tape, and Steve Langford has it, man.
That's
If I wasn't
not
standing here-
he has to do. But if they're going to jump the gun and just go and give Scott tape, he doesn't know what to do with it. And the only way that seems to stay on track is there's a little tweaking session like this.
And, you know, if Gary comes to me and says, I got tape of Riley Martin negotiating with Tim, I know the
Yeah,
audience is
Gary
gonna go,
can't come to you. He doesn't even know it's there.
Now here it is, 10 o'clock, and I'm hearing about it for the first fucking time. From Steve Langford. Steve Langford, I'm hearing from.
Even you should be yelling at him. Why didn't he tell you sooner?
Why didn't he promote
You
that
could
earlier?
promote the news all day.
God damn. And that Gary boy, he sits back there.
Gary thinks he has a working system. He didn't.
Hey, Robin, every
no.
system you have never breaks down.
No, I'm defending you. You're
Gary,
not understanding what I'm saying. I'm defending you.
You break down every day. Yesterday it was the diet thing. You acted like it was the first time we ever did it.
You know what? It's, again, I'm not going to...
Gotta get on your game. Get on your game. Get on your game, Gary. Get on your game.
Your people are not communicating back there. You should be screaming like that. Oh my God.
Watching Sal dancing.
I'm out of breath.
Robin, can I do the news?
No. Let me ask you something. Can you yell at the people out there like Howard yells?
No, he can't.
That's what the problem is.
Will and Jason,
I can't yell at the people like that if he doesn't have a microphone. Give me a microphone and I'll yell at them.
Good. Yell at him, Dave. You got a microphone
you got
right
a
now.
microphone, yell.
Let's hear it.
Listen, you fucking assholes. Don't fucking make me look like shit.
Right. That sounded real good. Sounds like you're real pissed. Yeah, you know what it is, though, too? It's my fault because, like, even with Gary, he every day, do what you want, laissez-faire, and everyone just takes advantage of my... I'm a nice guy. That's my problem. I am a nice guy.
You're not.
No, I am. Unfortunately, I am, Gary.
If you think that nobody's
let me
working,
tell
you're
you
wrong.
something. If somebody was going past Lorne Michaels, it wouldn't be here. But
You know one's ever fucked up on Lorne Michaels' show ever.
I don't know.
Everybody that makes one mistake
I tell you
is
what,
fired.
nothing gets on the air except for Lorne Michaels knowing about
I'm
it.
sure that everyone that makes any sort of mistake is
You know what,
fired.
Gary? I'm not going to argue with you. You're right. I'm wrong. What
I'm
do I
not
know?
saying that I'm right. I'm just
You
saying
did a
that
great job. Thank you.
You must be perfect.
Why don't you sit down with Jason and Will instead of talking to me and figure out how you guys
I
can
will, but I don't
communicate?
want to interrupt the show, Howard, because then if I go talk to them, you'll be pissed I'm not paying attention here.
All right, thanks. Thanks.
You'll always find something.
All right, thanks, Gary. Sorry,
Please, thank
I
you.
must be wrong. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
For
help.
you.
Yeah, go find the tape. All right, Steve, what other tapes do you have that I don't know about?
Well, so if you don't hear that tape here in the next hour, stay tuned to Howard 100 News all day long as we
You
hear...
won't hear it in the next hour. At some point, I got to end this show. It's already 10 o'clock. What, am I sit here all fucking day and do shows?
Well,
It's
he's
4
talking
hours.
about the news. You won't be here to hear it.
Oh.
Steve, don't start suggesting when we finish the show now. That's your fault. Now go ahead.
We will hear Riley Martin go at it with Tim Sabian. Riley reportedly seeking $20,000 a show, $10,000 for his
Oh,
co-host.
would I love to hear that. But I mean, this is unreal to me. I'm going home. I can't take it. My head's going to explode. I fucking hate this.
Early lunch.
57 people here. Well, we got to hire another person. How many people am I going to hire? Just get a piece of goddamn tape on the air. Remarkable. Yes?
Is tonight the end of the Riley Martin Show, midnight Eastern, Howard 101.
What, you got the tape now, Gary, so I can go to 3 or 4 o'clock? What do you think I am, Robo DJ?
Would you rather not have it?
I know we didn't have it, so we got past that. You yelled at me for that.
Would I rather not have it? No, because you know I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to do. I don't want to disappoint my audience. Of course, I got to have it now, but I'll go till 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right. Then
yeah, all right.
It's not ready.
It's all right with you.
Then it's not ready.
Get the fuck out of here. What the hell's wrong with you? Don't play games with me, pal.
If you want it, it's there. If you don't want it, then don't fucking use it.
Good. Well, then put it up so I can be here till 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's up.
Maniac.
It's up.
Good.
Find it.
Motherfucker. Yeah, but I'm a dog. I'll sit
You
here
want to know
all
where
day.
the fuck it is or not? That's all I want to know. You already browbeat the shit out of me, so do you want to
Get
know
out
where
of
it
here.
is?
I don't want to know anything from
Okay,
you.
then
Don't tell me anything.
else
Just go meet with Jason and we'll figure out how you're going to get this shit on the air during my time slot. I like he's angry at me for wanting to get things done right. That's the reverse psychology. These guys going to yell at me because I want it done right. Because I wanted it at 6 a.m., not at 10:10.
You're yelling at me for giving it to you now.
That's not why I'm yelling at you, Gary.
What can I possibly do besides fucking
Do
die?
your job.
Besides die,
Do
what
your
can I
job. Do your job. Do your job.
That, now what?
I don't know.
Exactly. If
I don't know what you can do.
How am I supposed to know?
Don't yell at me, fuckface. You're the one who screwed it up.
I'm saying if you don't know what I'm supposed to do, I'm trying to give it to you now, and you're just, no matter what I do, if
That's
I breathe,
right. It's
you're going to yell at me.
It's done. Thank you. Damage done. Am I asking too much? Am I, Robin? You're the voice of reason.
It's a very simple thing, and quite frankly, it's true. Nothing gets on the air without going through Gary.
Yeah.
They
how many
forget the
times?
system.
It's like no one can retain that information. Can't retain it. I'm going to write a big sign.
Retain what? That I didn't know there was a piece of paper?
Retain that people
your
don't go
staff
through
is
you.
not following the rules.
God, what do you want?
How many times are we going to work on it? How many times before we throw our hands up in the air and say you can't run your staff? Thank you.
There should be a big sign in there. Everything goes through Gary.
That's it. Artie, am I crazy? Wake up.
Listen, obviously there's people in the back who don't operate at the same intellect level that we do.
Here you go. Here you go.
Here's the tape now, boss. It's 11 past 10 o'clock.
I'll do
Why don't you
anything.
start doing it now?
I'll do anything to get out of here by a quarter.
You could be here till 5 p.m. and do a show all day, and we'll get to everything.
Realize, of course, that you spent more time bitching about it than actually playing.
Don't tell me what I'm doing wrong now. Worry about what you're doing wrong. I'll figure out my fucking situation.
Now, for people we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, this is what the Thursday meeting used to be like for 2 hours.
It's not true. I wouldn't talk this much at all.
Did I overreact? Yeah. Am I overreacting? I mean, I don't know. You see, this show matters to me so much. A tape like that, to me, sounds funny. And there's an ebb and flow to this show. I plan it out in the sense that I go, okay, I got 5 cool things here to do. And within the 4 hours, and then usually the last hour, Robin wraps things up. So I'd like to, at some reasonable time, say, hey, look what I got, make a big deal about it. You understand? In other words, I know in the grand scheme of life, it's not important to people. I take this show seriously, and I've got 50 guys back there.
But it won't nearly be as pertinent if Riley's gone after tonight.
Yeah, tonight, and then I could have promoted his show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big deal that we have that tape. And Tim does his job, gets the tape, gives it to Jason, and then it's almost like, well, what else am I missing, too? Like, can I trust these guys? Like, we have mail come in every day, and they're supposed to go through it and look for CDs that listeners sent in and stuff. And I tremble at the thought of what is missed because I take this job so seriously. That's why I'm successful at it. And when people don't have the same intensity as me, it panics me. It absolutely
what
panics
those meetings
me.
were like. This was exactly.
I'm glad. So my meetings are useless, is what you're saying, because nothing's changed.
Oh, it's important.
Tell me what I should say to you, Gary.
Everybody.
What should I?
Like Richard was just saying, like you sit and you think about whether the mail's being gone through. and it is being gone through every day. Yet you ignore the mail, stuff from the mail page. But it's fine. It's there for you when you want it.
It's not, no, I need it when I need it. We know it's there. But what isn't there is what bothers me. I wonder, what else am I missing? Like, when would I have learned about the Riley Martin phone call? 2 days from now? Maybe never. Maybe it would have gotten buried in that sea of work that Scott has back there. Who knows, Gary? Who knows?
And I have an issue on that, too. I think you're letting I think that Jason absolutely should have brought it to me, no doubt. I think you're letting Scott off the hook a little bit.
Well, good. Why don't I just alienate everyone?
No, I don't think there's a sea of work. I think there's a lot of work that we've taken away from him.
The work is supposed to go...
And also, a lot of times when part of
how do I get him out of my head? I can't turn off his mic.
Hold on a second.
I don't know how to do it.
Part of the safety net for the system is when somebody gives Scott to something, he'll call me and he'll say,
all right,
Gary, what's the priority?
Here's the safety net. Here's the safety net. Take the safety net and stick it around me and lock me up with a funny farm. Like a butterfly net. If that's what the safety net looks like, take it and put me in there and throw me in a mental institution. Thank you. Safety net. Just bring all this shit to Gary, and Gary knows about it, and he tells me. Such a simple system. I don't know. How much more... How easy can it be?
Because of all of these kinds of things, that's why the system of bring everything to Gary was created.
Yeah. Unreal. I'm exhausted. I'm drained. I rely on Gary to run this. I see he's typing on his computer. Who knows what he's typing? He said,
I'm trying to book a fucking guess.
I must remember.
You're not going to start that. You should get a big chalkboard. Take this up to the chalk.
Right. What is he typing?
500 times.
Dear 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄, if you must know.
Typing away.
Why don't we just take another minute? This is the part where you talk about what a fucking moron I am. That I
didn't say you're a moron.
That I never learned how to type.
I'm watching you peck away there. Dear Tommy. Where's the M? Pecking away one. Take a typing lesson.
With that one finger?
One finger. Get that one finger. It's the same finger he smells when he's talking to me.
That finger's very busy. It's typing.
Oh, it's so busy.
It's smelling.
Picking. Look at Sal. Sal's typing in his monkey costume on. Pecking away one finger at a time. All right. Thank you. I don't know. It's like if you found out your accountant misplaced 20 grand, then you'd say, well, gee, I wonder what else he misplaced. You know what I mean?
Well, no, this is more like the IRS comes knocking at your door. Mm-hmm. And they say, you know, Mr. Stern, we are charging you with tax fraud because you didn't pay.
Right.
And then you find out your accountant forgot.
Yeah, right. Well, it's his fault. His fault is it? I'm drained.
And when he says you're letting Scott off the hook, that means he doesn't want to yell at Scott.
Right.
You
I
can yell at him.
I believe me, I have no problem with that, Robin.
Okay.
It's not Scott's
then yell
fault.
at Scott.
It's not Scott's
fault.
fault.
But if Gary has an issue there, then he should take care of it. He shouldn't give it back to you.
Yeah. Oh no, he wants me to go yell at Scott now.
I'm not looking for you to yell at Scott. You know what? I'm not going to fuck this.
Good. That's the best thing you said today. Somehow it's my fault. I was in good shape today. Did the best I could.
Can we do the Riley Martin tape in the news? That could be news.
All right, whatever. You're in charge of that.
I will work around it.
All right.
So tonight is Riley Martin's quote-unquote last show, unless there has been a change in the negotiations, Howard.
Great, yeah.
I think we may have a tape of some of the goings-on.
I don't have it.
You don't?
No.
I hope you're
I do have
happy.
it, but I'd have to tell you where it is if you want.
Tell Robin. Don't tell me.
Robin, Robin, this is what you need to know. It's on Gary preview page, bottom right-hand corner in pink. And what I listened to the first 4 minutes of it, and it was so good, and I wanted to get in so quickly. Get that fucking thing off me. And then I didn't listen to the last 4 minutes, but I wanted to get in it quickly, and I assumed that it was going to continue to be good.
All
It
right.
was so good. Fuck.
On the Gary preview page 2 in the lower
I got it.
preview page 1. I'm sorry.
I'm as quick as a whip.
Hey, I wanted to pick up where we left off, and if we could kind of continue the conversation about going forward with you doing the show. And I know that you're at 5 million and I'm at 300, so there's a bit of a gap in.
Yeah, well, hey, Tim. Come on, man. Let's don't get into the juxtaposition of jousting with one another. Start giving me a reasonable number frame based upon my import to you. And we can deal. Please don't carry me through this again.
Okay. Well,
look, it's no skin off your people's nose to do something decent.
the max I can afford is $400 a show. Max.
Bullshit.
That's
Bullshit.
it. I'm telling you, that's max I can do.
Bullshit.
Well, then if
you give, okay. Stern, who is my hero.
Mine too.
Makes $18,000 a minute. So
how do you know that?
I can calculate things in my fucking head, fool. Be so kind as to take $400 and roll it, like up in a, you do a money roll and stick it in your ass.
Riley, do you realize that that's $6.66 a minute?
That's
motherfucker, I can't even live in Jersey at $400 a week. I am not just a man. I am a phenomenon. A cornucopia, a dictionary of time, space, knowledge, and revelation to the extent as to where the truck driver as well as the physicist can understand what I'm saying. Now, if you don't want to pay me, son, and let me die poor, then get that girl that fucks horses or something to do your next show.
So you're saying then that you don't want to do the show anymore?
I'm not going to do the show for Trump change, no.
Okay. Well, we're going to miss you, Riley.
I'm going to miss you, too.
All right, so if you have a change of heart, please feel free.
No, I have no change of heart for no $400. Forget that. That's dead.
Okay.
If you have a change of heart, you call me.
Okay.
Tonight or tomorrow night is your last show, son.
Okay.
All right?
I'll look forward to it, Riley.
Okay, take care.
All right. See you
Bye.
too. Bye.
Riley's got a good idea. If that girl that fucks horses is available,
Yeah,
give her
she
20
can have
grand
an
a show.
hour.
I'll give her 20 grand a show. Remember that tape, The Chick Who Fucks Horses? Haven't played that in a while.
I know. He remembers that.
Yeah. She's got an act. Well, we'll tune in tonight at midnight, Riley's final show, so he says. I don't believe it. I believe Riley will be back.
Usually Riley needs a cooling off period.
Right.
He's that kind of negotiator.
Well, what are the odds of Riley coming back? Artie, will Riley be back?
Yes. I'll give it 8 to 5.
All right. Fred?
70% chance says he'll be back.
70%.
70%.
I would put it
I
up
think
to,
he'll take a hiatus of maybe 3 weeks.
I would put it up to 85.
Ooh.
I'd put it up to 90 in 3 weeks. Sounds about right. That's what I say. But I could be wrong.
Once nobody starts, coming up for those
Yeah, 'cause-
stickers or whatever he designs anymore.
Well, the whole point is if he can take it somewhere else for more money, he should.
Hello, CNN.
We give Scott something. Thought he'd do it. I thought he'd think it was an awesome piece of tape to work on.
Right.
But he needs Gary to kick him in the ass. That's all. So I should have gone to Gary. I should have let Gary know about it much earlier. I didn't think about it, and now I'm getting fucked for it.
Jason Kaplan seems to think that you're at fault and that you should have known that this should be done in a timely manner.
Well, I noticed he came in here and he said, "Here, you get the audio. Here's the phone call." I said, "When do you need it?" He said, "Just listen to it. Cut it down, and when you get some time, then I'll listen to it and we'll see what we got."
But he conveyed no sense of urgency, Scott.
No, not if he would have. If he would said we want it for today's show, it'd be good for Howard to get it. I would have done. I started working on it, and then I got interrupted by other things, and then I was getting back to it. When Howard had just called for it.
There is no trust left here. Everything will go through Gary.
So from now on, that's it?
Everything's going through Gary. At the very least, if something goes wrong, then I'll yell at Gary and not me. If for that reason only, I will put everything through Gary.
Listen, it all leads to me. I run the show, so absolutely, you can't start blaming underlings for shit.
Well, Jason Sands...
Because it's not. So we do an unscripted, unrehearsed show, and considering that, I think we do a very good job. All of us. Howard, Robin, and the guys in the back office.
Speaking of the guys in the back office, when all this is going down, Sal, as always, is just ready to hammer on you. He's ready to just kick you when you're down. At this point, are you just so used to it that it doesn't faze you, or is there still that little part of you that's like, fuck you, man?
You know what? He's struggling because he's been writing bits and Howard has been playing them and he hasn't been that funny. He hasn't really written a funny bit since December, so he's got to fall back on what made him famous. I guess it's like, when a one-hit wonder has to play that same stupid fucking song over and over again. That's what Sal does. So God bless him. At least he's got a hit song.
I don't know what Bill's problem is. I went out, I told Scott to get that audio together, and he didn't do it. And Bill yells at me. What am I supposed to do? It's not like I'm a producer of a show for 20 years. I don't know what to do. I'm just a dumb, stupid monkey running around talking about Hall & Oates and John Mellencamp and doing stupid rapper shows. And I talk too much, too. So I don't know what Buffy's problem is. I gotta go back to typing now. Take care. Goodbye. Dear Mary, please have my bananas ready for me when I get home. I'll say goodbye. I got work to do.
All right, let me, Robin,
what's
thank you
happening.
very much. Everybody, thank you. I'm sorry I had a meltdown on the air. I take the show I apologize to Gary, Will, and Jason for my outrageous behavior.
I think it was justified.
Oh, well, in that case,
He takes his apology
no,
back.
I don't like to make things personal, but I do when I have my meltdowns. I can't control them. I'm like Phil Ramone. I'm like Phil Ramone without the gun.
I think more like Naomi Campbell.
I'm more like Naomi Campbell. I just couldn't find my diamond-studded cell phone. I just care about the show, so please don't send me emails saying what a skunk I am.
Too late.
Too
It's
late.
already started?
It's already coming in. What did it say?
They're basic.
Read me it.
I mean, there's some that are like complimentary and on your side, and then there's others that are not. Okay, here's a preview.
Oh no. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of me.
Howard, you've been such a happy, contented, funny guy since coming over to Sirius, but since you got engaged, you turned back. Okay.
I am under some stress.
Starting to sound like a bitter old man. Howard is totally wrong. Mistakes happen. It's okay. He doesn't have to blame Gary and yell at him for every little thing that doesn't go right.
He's right. He's right.
Gary does a great job, and Howard should kiss his feet every day.
All right.
Howard laid the fuck off of Gary. He has covered your seagull ass more times than you know. It's your fucking problem if your people don't know what to do with good tape.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well.
He's having a
I have to stay late. Shut the fuck up. So you have to stay extra to listen to Riley's Tim negotiation
we could have built the whole show
This is the
around
email. It's not me.
I feel it's you.
Dude, you're only on the air 4 days a week. A little overtime once in a while won't hurt
He's
you.
missing the point. There's a flow to the show, you know?
Howard, the last few days seems like he's been on the rag or something. This must be what it's like after you get engaged. Poor guy, he's feeling the pressure. Ha, 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 ha.
Well, let me just say.
You know, you really need to apologize to more than anybody. Will.
Why Will?
Because Will got pulled into this whole thing. He didn't even do anything.
That's true. Will has nothing to do
Will
with
goes,
it.
how the hell did I get stuck
Well,
in
I feel
your...
like Will and Jason are Siamese twins. Because Jason talks to Will.
Right. And used to live with him.
Right. Well, I apologize to you for sucking you into this. You had nothing to do with it. Jason, Gary, I am over the top, clearly. I have reactions that are just like as if you murdered me, as if you put a knife in my heart.
We all care about the show. We do.
Well, I know you do.
Can I just
Jason, do you know that? I don't want you going on more antidepressants, you fat fuck.
Yeah, he's
I'm
trying to lose weight.
They haven't raised my dosage. No,
I haven't.
I'm going to go home
I
and soak my
understand your
wrists.
anger, and I apologize, too, for messing up.
All right, look, there was
we'll
a
move
mess
forward.
up, but my reaction was over the top.
Can I just get-
apologize.
Can I just get 10 seconds?
Yeah.
The only thing...
As a favor to the audience, I will edit that out of the show, my tantrum.
No, don't do that. The only thing that bothers me is that we do work really hard and we do care about the show. And when a mistake like this happens, it's not indicative of how... Like, you don't see the office run, so you think that's how the office runs all the time, and
No,
it doesn't.
and I don't know how
promise
to
you.
express
I
my
promise you.
disappointment.
But I promise you it's not how the office runs.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. There we go. See you, Artie.
Look, there's an ebb and a flow, and it was disturbed.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding.
I'm with you, man. If I knew how to email, they'd all be on your side.
Thank you. I know Robin likes when I crack the whip.
I just got.
Oh, stop it. I get uncomfortable, too.
You even shut up during it.
My biggest question right now is...
you guys just let me go. I think it turns Robin on. She goes, oh, he's so powerful. By the way, the meltdown will be on Howard TV tomorrow night. Great. Was I wearing my shades during it? Thank you. Interest me because I'm not even sure where to begin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's such a mess.
It's a mess.
What do you do with it?
Yeah, how do you straighten out that whole situation? It's such a fucking mess. Well, he straightened it out with Star Trek because I thought that was a mess too, and he kind of came up with something new.
Yeah, but at least it was only the TV show that had become a mess. It wasn't the movie.
Oh my God.
The whole Star Wars thing is a mess.
I had a real good table at the wedding too.
How do you tell if you have a good table?
Oh, you can tell. Oh, some people have bad tables. I had a good table. Here's who I was at my table. Bob Iger and his wife Willow.
Okay.
Who, of course, runs Disney. He's a powerful guy. And that's good. Because, if I'm going to be there, I might as well talk to some powerful people.
You want to have a power guy at your table.
Yeah, he's a real nice guy, too. He seems to be. Brad Gray, the head of Paramount Pictures.
That's a big guy, too.
Yeah, I wish I'd had a few projects. I could have sold them while I was there.
You could have pitched at this table.
I was like, hey, I should be pitching these guys. So yeah, to the left of me was Bob Iger and his wife. Let's see who else was Johnny Knoxville and his beautiful wife Naomi.
Well, that seems like a sharp left turn.
Yeah, I know. I go, Johnny, don't embarrass us. Some big shots here. Don't don't start to taking your balls and whacking the food with it or something.
Right.
Yeah. Johnny was there. I never know what to call Johnny Knoxville because everyone who knows him calls him PJ or something like JP or PJ. Like he has some sort of other name.
Right.
Like Andy Richter calls him PJ. He goes, hey, PJ. And I'm like, wow, I'm the only one who calls him Johnny. I must be like a dickhead because like it's like calling Bozo the Clown Bozo on instead of Larry Harmon.
Yeah, you're not in the inner circle.
Yeah,
you don't know Bozo is really Larry.
Hey, Bozo, how you doing? My name's Larry, all right? I don't have the wig on right now. So evidently Johnny's name is only Johnny when he's doing
That's his professional name.
When he's getting hit by a truck.
Yeah.
I heard Don Rickles once go up to Johnny Knoxville and go, why don't you leave? Why don't you go out and get hit by a truck and do what you do best? But so it's Johnny Knoxville's name is like PJ. Oh yeah, John. Here's a note. Johnny's real name is Philip John, so it's PJ. So I guess I should be calling him PJ, but I don't know how to make that move. Like I don't know.
Well, he's never told you to call him PJ. I wonder what the move is.
I don't know, but there seems like Andy Richter doesn't know Johnny Knoxville that well, and he's calling him PJ. And I hear everyone, hey PJ.
But why would you know it's PJ?
I don't know.
Somebody has to tell somebody.
So I go Johnny, but evidently that's like shows that you're not really a friend. And I mean, we're pretty friendly, Johnny and I. Or
you
PJ.
didn't drink the moonshine. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, PJ.
When you drink the moonshine, you get to call him PJ.
Yeah. And the whole resort was like transformed into like a Jimmy and Molly thing because there was a bar and it was called Jimmy's Bar.
Oh, so for the night, it's Jimmy's place.
You wouldn't believe this. I get to this resort in Ojai. I forget the name of it. Very nice place, gorgeous. And I get there for the wedding and everything. And the guy says, your room isn't ready, Mr. Stern. I go, oh, fuck, not one of those situations. Like, where you got to sit around and wait. And he goes,
right.
Well,
you really don't get to check in until 3 o'clock.
Yeah. I left super early in the morning figuring I could take a power nap and then be all set for Friday night for the big festivities, for the big barbecue. So now this guy's fucking with me because I've got it all worked out that I'm going to get to California early, take a nap, and be all set up. Maybe even get
Now you don't have a room.
Now I don't have a room. They go, oh, well, Mr. Stern, we can give you a different room, but, then you can't unpack or anything.
Yeah, because they're going to give you a holding room just to wait for your real room?
I even looked at the guy and go, you got to be fucking kidding me. I'm the wrong guy to do it. I have a radio show. The rest of these dweebs don't. You can make them wait, but don't make me wait. It made no difference, though. I tried to throw my weight around. It didn't matter.
No weight.
No, I had to wait, so I'm just standing there.
You lost 15 pounds. You had no weight.
I'm standing there, and then Beth goes, oh, I forgot my sunglasses, so we had to go buy a pair of sunglasses. And then I walk out, and Jimmy's in a golf cart driving around. He goes, oh, I heard you had to wait for your room. Let's drive around and look over the resort while you're waiting, which was really good of him. I mean, I figured the guy's busy with his wedding, but
right now he's your tour guide.
Yeah, well, he wanted to show me around. So I get in the golf cart, and I'm in a golf cart at a golf resort, essentially, and I said, what the fuck is with all this golf? I mean...
They have actual special conveyances for it.
Yeah, I said, I've got to be missing out on something with this golf, because, there's this place was like 800 acres of golf. And if they're filling up this place constantly with golfers... There's got to be something to it.
There's whole places where people buy a home off the golf course.
Yeah, because they have to be near golf at every minute.
Yeah.
So we're driving around and we're looking around. There's really not that much to see. Jimmy showed me where the pool is and this and that. And I said, what's over there? He goes, oh, that's the driving range. I said, let's hit some balls. Now, I've never hit any balls in my life.
Do they have clubs that'll fit you?
It wouldn't matter because I wouldn't know how to hold a club anyway. I use a club for hitting people over the head. That was a perfect size. So Jimmy pulls over, and it's me, Jimmy, and Beth, and we get out, and the guy gets we get a bunch of bags of balls, and they give me a driver. Is that what it's called, a driver?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're going to drive the ball.
Yeah, I guess it's a driver. I don't know. Now I'm like, what did I get myself into? Because I'm going to look like a douche. I've never hit a ball before. And even though I announced to everyone. First I get out of the car and I go, my room isn't ready. I announced it to anybody I saw that my room wasn't ready. Then I announced, I've never golfed before. And it's not like me to try anything athletic. You know that. I'm not looking for any new challenges or to humiliate myself. I get humiliated enough in life. But we went down there, and I said, Jimmy, let me see you do it. And he did, and he took a swing, and he hit the ball.
Did he know the stance and everything? He knew the grip?
Yeah, but Jimmy wasn't really teaching me anything. You know what I mean? Like, he could have said, hey, this is what you do. And I go, Jimmy, how do you even hold the club? So then I go, Robin, I whacked this ball over 300 yards.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
To the furthest flag. Jimmy goes, wow, that's a pretty good ball. Now, normally...
That's Tiger Woods and better.
Yeah. What?
Scott DePace just hit me on the speaker. He goes, I'm calling bullshit.
Scott, here's the problem. Beth was videotaping it. I got it on video. I got it on my iPhone.
Yards. I can't hit it 300 yards.
Call Jimmy. I hit it over. So I said, well, that's just beginner's luck. Well, they put down one ball after another, and I didn't hit every ball 300 yards, but I'm telling you, I hit 25% of my balls 300 yards.
What are you doing sitting here? We got to get you
That's what I
as a
said.
professional golf.
So they call over the pro. I said, you got to watch me. I stopped everybody. There was even some guy there, like he looked like he was a pro. Or something. I said, "You gotta watch me hit this fucking ball. I think I'm an idiot savant."
He just won the U.S. Open.
No, you're just an idiot, he said. No, I said, this is unbelievable. And I'm whacking balls, and now I'm going whacking balls crazy.
Now you're loving golf.
You know what, though? I said, there's no way I'll ever be able to do this again. Like, I'd go out on a course with a bunch of guys and probably miss the ball 57 times. And not only was I whacking the ball 300 yards, I didn't even know. I put the tee all the way into the ground.
Yes. You didn't even have it sitting up?
No, the tee's supposed to be sitting up. Jimmy didn't even tell me that. I said, Jimmy, I go, what's with this tee? He goes, oh, no, you gotta. And once I put it up, then I was really fucking hitting the ball.
Wow.
It ain't that hard. But then someone explained to me, it isn't the driving that's hard. It's when you get to the hole to get it in
the accuracy.
Yeah. Even Jimmy was like, shit, I can't hit it that far. And he goes, man, your accuracy was, like, I was right near the hole.
Wow.
But I wasn't really aiming. I just addressed the ball, go, hello, ball. And then I just hit it. So evidently I'm like the world's greatest golfer.
Apparently, Howard, what I'm getting from the office is they want to see the video.
Gary, come here. You got to see this. I don't know. I would release this. I would put this on the web, actually. But I don't know what Jimmy's talking about. Like, you know how like Jimmy's in the background talking to Beth. I just want to make sure it's nothing confidential.
You should.
Here, wait. I got my phone. I know, this is unbelievable. Wait, what?
You should let DePace watch it, just because, I'll look at it too, but he's the...
And you won't know what...
Listen, I'm not lying. I know. You can ask my wife.
300 yards is, Howard, it's a ridiculous amount.
I hit the yellow flag. It's over 300 yards. 300 yards, and not just once.
He wants to see it.
What do you want from me? Wait, let me get... It's going to take me a while to get it. Don't get too anxious.
300 yards is like, you know what it's like saying? It's like saying, I went down to Citi Field yesterday and I was taking batting practice and I hit one into the upper deck.
What can I tell you?
Right?
Ask Jimmy. I only have one of my... Here, wait, this is one of them. I think this is it. Let me make sure. Oh.
The next day, it said, move over, Charles Barkley. You're no longer the worst celebrity.
All right, wait. That's Jimmy talking to Beth. And Beth's taping me. Here, come here. Get over here. You got to see this, DePace. Watch me fucking drive. You're not going to believe this shit. Watch this.
Poor posture.
Yeah. What do you want from me? First of all,
look, wait till you see him.
First of all, I'm 6'5", and the fucking the little stick that you hit shit with is too goddamn small for me. I gotta get.
That's what I said. I didn't think they'd have a club that would fit you.
I gotta get my own fucking clubs. Like Mark Consuelos has his own clubs. He had them shipped down there for the weekend.
He's wearing all black on the golf course.
Yeah, dude, I just stepped off a plane.
Oh my
what do you want from me? I didn't have any clothes with me.
Scott,
my
Scott, just see the shirt. All right.
Fucking
it's
dick.
grass. What are you supposed to dress for grass?
Next day, it said, move over, Charles Barkley. You're no longer the first celebrity.
Oh, stop it. That's hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Down there is the yellow flags. I hit 300 yards, and I hit it 20 times in a row.
That's not
I got that on video.
That's
Yeah.
What?
Tweet that, I said. You wouldn't believe.
That's pretty good, man. At least you hit the ball.
Hit the ball. I'm telling you, it's nothing for me. I'm like fucking Tiger Woods. I'm Tiger Woods.
What I'm saying is, like, remember when when Tiger Woods was 4 years old and everybody was going crazy about what kind of golfer he was going to be? They should be doing the same for you now.
Yeah, but my father ignored me. Tiger Woods' father paid attention to him. I'm telling you.
So now you know how fun it is.
But Scott, was that 300 yards?
No, there's no way that's 300 yards.
It's not.
I don't even know what 300 yards means. The guys were telling me I was hitting it out to the yellow flag. I go, how far is that? They go 300 yards. Jimmy goes, yeah. And then I did it again because nobody believed it.
300 yards is the line of you're a great golfer.
I'm a professional golfer.
I would say that's about 200.
Dude, they mark it off. I'm not telling you. I'm not making up the 300 yards. This is what they mark it off. The yellow flag is 300. The purple flag is 200. The shitty flag is like a black flag that's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Good job, man. That's all. It's hard to even touch the ball when you're a beginner. That's good stuff.
Yeah. That's it. I'm retired now.
Come on, let's go play.
You know what? I could never do better than that.
You don't understand the camaraderie, all the fun. You hang out for 18 holes.
But I want to win.
Yeah, I do too.
So like I'll never be able to do that again. That's got to be beginner's luck, right? I mean, it's got to be.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Or maybe you should actually try to play one game. Suppose you are the world's greatest golfer.
I know. What if I am?
And the only reason we don't know it is because you would never play a game.
It's true. Who knows? I might be the world's greatest pianist, too. We just don't know yet. I won't try.
Don't you think it would be fun hanging out with me for 18 holes? Come on.
I actually enjoy your company.
Let's go do it.
Yeah. All right.
Have you really ever spent time with him?
Yeah, actually, I have. Spent the whole weekend with him. We had a good time.
Oh, you weren't alone.
No, I had other. Are you crazy? I had other people there. I'm gonna be alone with them.
Golf might be alone.
But anyway, this guy doesn't. What do you mean? There's no way you hit a golf ball 300 yards? I know I did because everyone was there, and I got it on tape.
You hit it off the grass and without a tee?
No. I had a tee. I didn't know how to put it. I didn't realize the tee sticks up all the way. Like I had it pushed all the way into the ground.
Will you put it on Twitter or something so we can all see it?
All right. Oh, yeah. Hey, please. Jason, if I send it to you, can you? I don't even know, but I don't know what Jimmy's talking about in the front of that video.
He's just telling a story about Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley, but I don't know. Is that something that he...
Charles Barkley is notorious for being a terrible golfer.
Right. Charles had a show where he did like a 20-week show to fix his swing on the Golf Channel.
Do me a favor, Gary. Just listen to the dialogue before you put this on the web. And make sure that Beth and Jimmy aren't saying something.
Jason said he could just take the audio out if need be, but I'll listen.
Here, I'll forward this to you. Forward all, include Baba Booey, Gary Dell'Abate. That's his real name. Yeah, all right.
Well, that's because you're in the inner circle. You know his real name. You don't have to call him Baba Booey. His professional name.
Oh, there I am, Robin. There's my. Oh, so Robin can see my swing. Look, whack, 300 yards.
Like I said, it's a loss to golf.
Robin, you see
you won't pursue this.
You see all those brown spots on the lawn? Those are all the balls I missed.
Is it safe to say you've been waiting for this discussion the entire time you've worked here? I mean, this is such a passion of yours.
It's safe to say that I have said what a great job this is, but how much better it would be if Howard were into golf, you know, just playing all the time, all the access we would have. But no, he's never been into it. In fact, he belittles it.
Describe what you saw, really, now that you're out of the studio. Was it pretty bad?
I saw, you know, poor posture. I saw a guy wearing all black on a golf course and sort of a limp-wristed type, you know, look. He was sort of like this, and then he went up a little stiff, but then he hit the ball real crisp. It was real solid. So
he was at least striking the ball well, because a lot of times you top the ball or for.
I would guess that he would miss it, top it, whatever. Like you do that a lot.
Completely. I'm in my own head times a million. So once the beginner's luck and you start actually thinking about what you're doing, that's when the trouble hits.
He'd be miserable if we actually went. It would, you know, the first hole he'd miss it, and he'd be like, fuck this.
Do you think that day will ever happen?
I hope it does. I hope. If there's one thing he could give me, it would be a nice round of golf. That would be a really special day.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, everyone keeps asking me about the Trayvon Martin case, and I was shocked by the verdict, actually. I don't understand the laws down in Florida. My feeling all along was this, with this thing. The basis of my questioning was, everyone said, not everyone, this guy Zimmerman, and by the way, that's the most startling thing in this case. A Puerto Rican guy's name is Zimmerman.
Yeah, a Hispanic Zimmerman.
Yeah. I go, wait, how'd that happen? Never mind any other questions about who's guilty or innocent. Now someone ended up dead. His name is Zimmerman. And you go, oh, wow, this is a Jewish guy versus a black guy. No. They go, he's a Puerto Rican guy named Zimmerman. That guy, fucked up world we live in. You can't tell what anybody is anymore.
And the point is, it doesn't really matter.
If I was a prosecutor, I'd come right out questioning even that. Sir, we need to know, how is your name Zimmerman and you're Puerto Rican? Anyway,
maybe that was the argument.
My take on this whole thing was, because everyone was asking me, what do you think is going to happen? I said, look, the bottom line is this. This guy Zimmerman claimed that this kid, Trayvon Martin, was suspicious. The question, what was so suspicious about this kid? He was black. I mean, what was he doing? He was walking down the street in a hoodie. And a lot of teenage kids, white and black, wear hoodies. So why was he suspicious? What is suspicious about Trayvon Martin?
It was the neighborhood, and Trayvon was black.
Right. That's it. End the case. There's no reason for this kid to be suspicious. I don't know. It seems really fucked up.
But that isn't the question as far as I'm concerned. The question is, was he supposed to engage with this kid at all? Why was he?
The cops told him not to
follow him around.
The cops told him not to.
Yeah.
And then the guy walks. I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it. It was weird.
Yeah, they got some. I don't know what the jury heard.
Right.
You didn't sit in the courtroom. But they had, I remember a couple of days listening to testimony from some experts about, what Trayvon was doing at the time of the gunshot.
Yeah.
That they were tussling somehow, and Trayvon, like one expert was indicating that Trayvon had to be attacking Zimmerman when the gun went off.
Well, I'm just convinced that, if I was the prosecuting attorney, I wouldn't, you know what I'm convinced of? These juries can't handle facts. They give them too much shit to think about. I just would get up there. I simplify everything. I just go like this. Look, I'm not going to waste your time here. One question. This guy Zimmerman says this kid's suspicious. He wasn't doing anything except walking through a neighborhood. What's so fucking suspicious? That's it. And I would have said, okay, the prosecution rests.
But
I'd love to ask this guy Zimmerman. Why
he
did you
didn't take the stand?
No, of course not. Why do you think this kid was so suspicious? What did he do?
But it's not illegal to think someone's a suspicious person, Howard.
It should be. I don't know, man. It's weird. So, but look, I wasn't on the jury, but anything I saw was. That's the problem why I can't sit on a jury, because I already make up my mind within 3 minutes. No one can change my mind.
You don't have to hear the
No, I never have to. Testimony unnecessary. Let's get out of here. I pretty much know the answer before I start.
When Howard Stern's staff asks him the questions they've always wanted answered. It's time to Ask Howard with Rachel Fine.
All right, Howard, you ready?
Am I ready? Yes. This is a new feature we're doing. This is called Ask Howard. This whole feature came out of the fact that I don't want to blog. I said to Jason, I'm going to blog on our website, howardstern.com. And whenever I sit down, I go, oh, I don't have time for this. So Jason goes, we'll ask you questions. And then Doug Goodstein said, well, why not put them on Howard TV? And so thus Ask Howard. That's how this all evolved.
Well, I'm excited.
But I'm ready for Ask Howard.
All right. Question from Howard 100 News reporter John Lieberman.
If you could interview one person, dead or alive, whom you've never interviewed before, who would you choose and why?
Well, I've said this before. To me, with interviewing, I like interviewing anyone that interests me. So, but off the top of my head, it's usually like rock stars, because I idolize rock stars. If I idolize anyone, it's rock stars. Mick Jagger. I'd like to sit down and do a David Bowie interview. I don't know how interesting they'd be. Like Steven Tyler's so good because he's so open. But I think I could open those guys up and get something interesting out of them anyway. So maybe those guys.
Question from J.D. Harmeyer. He asks,
what's the most surreal moment or moments you've experienced as a celebrity?
In terms of a surreal moment, I guess it would have to do with either me being in the room with somebody I worshipped as a kid, like, it was surreal for me. The very first interview I think I ever did on radio of a celebrity was Soupy Sales. And I know for fans of the show that sounds weird, because I was not nice to Soupy when we worked at NBC together. And that is one of my biggest regrets. I acted like a jealous asshole, and I should have been more supportive. And I did apologize to him later on, but it wasn't enough. And I do feel bad about that, because Soupy was my hero growing up. I loved his show. I loved the characters popping in. I was a little boy, and I worshipped Soupy. And he was the first guy to ever come on my show when I was in Washington, D.C., and do a celebrity interview kind of thing. I had interviewed a couple of rock stars like Billy Squier and stuff in Detroit, but I remember Soupy as being a regret. And so it was surreal the first time I was there with him. I couldn't imagine that this guy was talking to me. Another surreal moment was palling around with Don Rickles at Jimmy Kimmel's house. Like, that was weird. And then I got to go to a dinner party with Don Rickles in the same weekend. And we were hanging out. And Don Rickles was like God to me. Don Rickles was more important to me in terms of the education I received about going on talk shows, I watched talk shows like those people were my friends. I didn't have any friends, so I'd watch them. And I'd watch Mike Douglas or Merv Griffin and see Don Rickles or Jackie Leonard. These are names like some people won't even know, like Toady Fields. Like, they were great talk show guests. And those are the people I remember. So palling around with Don Rickles and him, like, you know, saying my name, Howard, was very unusual for me. And maybe the final answer would be making a movie of my life. That was insane. And I don't think I was caught up in it at the time, but now that I look back, that's pretty big stuff. To get to do that in my lifetime is crazy. And, you know, on a personal level, everyone will always tell you having kids, that's kind of unbelievable. That, like, wow, there's a kid that I somehow helped to produce, you know.
Question from Mike Ganji at Howard TV.
When you open up the mic each day, can you describe what that feeling is like when you first go on the air?
At first in my career, it was dread. Like, I'm going to screw this up. I'm going to make a mistake. Something's going to go wrong, or I'm not good enough. Now when I open up the microphone, I'm really intrigued as to what I'm going to say. There is a basic outline that I do. I do a lot of prep before the show, believe it or not, at night. And I'm pretty well prepared, but I never know exactly where I'm going to go. And a lot of times that agenda will even come from a conversation I'm having with Gary. Literally, I'll be in the back reading a newspaper. I've got my whole agenda set in my head for the first 15, 20 minutes. And then I'll have a conversation with Gary, and whatever Gary leaves me with, I'll just pick up right then and there and start going.
Again, I don't know if you want to get into the vortex. We never talked about how Benji had a bit where you guys would lose weight, her would lost, got to look at the other one naked for a minute.
But it's now kind of a blank feeling. It's like I'm calm, I put the microphone on, and I know what I have to do. And if everything's in place, especially if Robin is there and Fred is there, I'm fine. Like those two people in particular, because they've been with me the longest. And now we have a great team too. I mean, like Benji sitting there is of great comfort to me. Gary being in place is of great comfort to me. And having everyone around, Sal, Richard, all those guys, even Ronnie, like, you know, you can pull him in, you know, if something's going on. But I've become a lot more calm. It used to be dread.
There's never a nervous butterfly kind of feeling.
Not anymore, no. Used to be, especially when I had to spin records. I lived in fear of that kind of radio show. I hated it. That's the thing that prompted me to stop playing music completely. I hated that aspect of, oh my God, if the records, there's dead air, and what if I have to go hit the commercials and they don't work, and what do I hated that. I hated that pressure.
I want to thank you so much for taking the time to sit down. This was fantastic.
Thank you, Rachel. Great job, and I appreciate being dressed up today for this.
Just for you.
The only staff member who dresses up for anything.
Were you going to go over the notes now?
It's up to you.
Yeah, we might as well.
So he's interviewed every president. He's interviewed every president from Gerald Ford on.
What do you talk to Ronald Reagan about over at lunch? Like, do you talk pussy or do you what do you do?
You still banging Jane?
Yeah, right.
You know, he was on Larry King Live on CNN for 25 years, stopped in 2010. You know, he prided himself.
Killing him. I mean, because that was his whole life show.
And now the best part is the ratings are shittier than when.
Yeah, right. Well, that's kind of my first opening discussion. Right. I mean, it's a killer.
I wonder if they've ever, in any way, shape, or form, contacted him about the possibility of coming back.
All right, Larry King is here. Larry now has a show on Hulu and Aura.tv. I'll ask him about that. I'm not sure I even understand Aura.tv. Larry King was the host of Larry King Live for like 25 years or something crazy like that.
And
out
he
like
was on radio for even longer, right?
Larry King. Wow. Hi, Larry.
Never saw him out of a studio before.
I know. Hey, Larry, I said to Robin, how long did you host Larry King Live for? 25 years?
26. It turned out to be, it was supposed to be 25, but then when we parted ways, they told me to stay an extra year, so I stayed 26.
26-year run.
The longest, what is it? I got the Guinness thing. It's the longest running show hosted by one person at the same time on the same network.
Did you, you started out, they were paying you $200,000 a year. By the time you finished, you signed a $35 million contract for
4 years.
4 years. Did you ever think that it was going to like work into that? Because when CNN started, and you first started there wasn't that much happening.
The story is, I started on their 5th anniversary. They went on June 1st, 1980, and I joined them June 1st, 1985. And I was doing my radio gig like you were in Washington.
Yeah.
And I had a real nice gig. I was doing my all-night radio show, was all over the country. I had the first national network radio show, and I was very happy. I had a local television show on Channel 7.
Did you do both at first? Did you?
I always did both.
You always did both?
Yeah, always did both. So, and then Ted Turner calls me up, and I love working there. Nobody liked Ted. And he calls me up like on a Tuesday, and he says, Sandy Freeman's doing a show here from 9 to 10 at night. Her husband's breaking my back. He wants a raise, and he's our manager, and I'm going to shove it to him. You want to do the show? You want to take over 9 o'clock?
He called you himself?
Yeah, and you want to do the show next Monday? He had done my show a few times, so he knew my work. So I said, well, I don't know. I go to ball games. I got a local television show. I'm not married. It was Oddity Week.
Right. you were between marriages.
I'm not married.
Right. I want to have a life.
And CNN wasn't in Washington. You couldn't see him in Washington.
Right.
So I said, I don't know. So I said, all right, my agent, Bob Wolf, the late Bob Wolf, great guy.
You had that agent for how long?
Till he passed away. He passed away in 1993, I think.
When your agent dies and you've had that guy, the same guy, the whole career, do you trust anybody to be your agent after something like that?
You have to trust.
Right.
And I had some recommendations, but I had some nice people replace him. I stayed with his agency for a while. He had a big agency. And then I moved on to ICM. But anyway, so Bob comes back to me and says, listen, you're making $200,000 on the radio.
Right.
You're making, I think, $85,000 doing one television show a week. That's $285,000. You're single.
Go have a good time.
Do you want to do this? They're offering you $200,000, so you're going to double your pay.
Right.
But you'll miss your hockey games, your baseball games, because you got to be there at 9 o'clock. So he said, I worked a deal with Turner. They'll give you a 3-year deal, but the option is yours. At the end of the first year, you can get out.
Wow.
If you're unhappy. So give it a year.
Right.
Well, I tell you something, Howard, God's honest truth. I went on the first night. Mario Cuomo was the guest. I knew in 5 minutes.
You loved it.
I loved this shit. It was just there for me.
And then you gave up the radio show.
I gave up eventually. I did. Right. I gave up the local TV show. And
what was your life like doing? What were your hours when you did overnights? Was it midnight?
Midnight to 5:30.
Was that did that wreak havoc on your life?
Well, I was single. No, it didn't. I'll tell you why. The show was so fun to do. I would go and we'd have great guests. People would come there midnight to 3 in the morning, and then they'd leave, and then from 3 to 5:30,
you take phone calls.
Open phone America on anything. So one guy could call about his girlfriend, another guy could call about the President of the United States, the next guy could call about the Boston Red Sox.
And wasn't it liberating because, fortunately, there wasn't like a lot of ratings information in terms of overnight, so you didn't have to sit there and kowtow to like the the program
but
director.
We started with 28 stations, and when I ended it in 97, after I was just making too much on CNN, I didn't have to do both. I moved to California. You know, it was hard to. We were on.
Mutual Radio Network.
Yeah, almost 600 stations.
Wow.
Became Westwood One.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It was such fun. You know, of all the things I do, and I do print, I wrote for USA Today. I've written 16 books. I write for USA. I wrote for USA Today for 20 years. The television show was an enormous success. Radio was the favorite.
It was? More so than that CNN show?
Yeah. Personal to do?
Yeah.
Because one, it was the most personal. And two, I could explore all my talents. I couldn't be funny on CNN. I could be if I had a comic and I'd work off the comic. But basically, it was kind of mostly a serious show on radio.
You could have some fun.
You could do anything you want.
Right.
And people, and I always loved, I know you were the same way. I love your movie. Why is your movie not on HBO?
It pops up everywhere.
It comes from time to time.
Yeah, they should bring it back.
Yeah, they do. It's on all the time.
That was a terrific film.
It was a fun. And you know what I liked about it? I when I did it, I made it very clear I had to make it representative of real radio stations that I'd actually worked at.
Anybody in radio knew it.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted it real. There had been so many bad radio movies, like FM and stuff, where guys aren't even wearing headphones and stuff.
Ivan Reitman loved working with you, and Ivan's a good friend of mine. He directed me in Ghostbusters, the first movie I was in.
Ivan's a great director. He was so brilliant that he would sit in a screening and go, "Oh no, you have to take a different take here, where you pick your head up and it's funny."
Oh yeah,
he knew what was funny.
He knew what was funny. Yeah. The only thing, when we were making Ghostbusters, I was the first thing shot in Ghostbusters. Still, I think in the top 3 of comedy movies, gross.
Fantastic movie.
But so I was the first thing shot in New York. It's a funny story. I never been in a movie. I'm doing my show in Washington, my radio show. It wasn't on CNN yet. And they did it at 1440 Broadway, old WOR studio. They had to run the wires all the way up to the 22nd floor. And I'm downstairs and sitting with Ivan.
Right.
And he says, I have no idea how this movie's going to do. I said, why? He says, Belushi died.
Right.
And Bill Murray has taken the role. But he's only taken on the grounds that he does Belushi's lines. He will not change a line.
Wow.
So every line Murray did in Ghostbusters 1 was written for Belushi.
Wow.
That was his tribute to Belushi.
Right.
So then he says to me, another thing I don't know, I've never done a gimmick movie. And there's ghosts in this movie running around, but I don't know what they look like. And I won't see that until the end. So he says, I'm going to have them shooting at the wall, and they don't know what they're shooting at.
Yeah, and they didn't do a lot of that back then. This was fairly innovative.
And so when it came out, the first time he saw ghosts was when the full print was done.
Wow.
That was really interesting.
And why do you think it's not better known, that story, that Bill Murray wouldn't change any of Belushi's lines? That seems pretty legendary.
Well known.
No, it wasn't at all.
So anyway, another funny part of it is I get to New York, and they said a limo will pick you up, and I have a big stretch limo, and I'm in the back of the limo, and the guy driving the limo is not wearing a black uniform, a little black hat, but he's wearing like a pea coat and jeans, and he weighs like 240 pounds, and he looks back, and I had to say to him, I said, I haven't ridden in many limos, but you don't look like a limo driver. He said, well, I'm not, I'm with the Teamsters.
Yeah.
I says, and we got the contract for all mobile things, connected with this here film. Right. So he says, we drive in the people who are in the movie, and when you see the movie, there'll be a Ghostbuster truck. We drive the truck. We have the contract for every movie in New York. So I said to him, well, supposing Supposing I was producing a movie here, and I didn't use the Teamsters. And he turned around and goes,
You'd be with Jimmy Hoffa.
Good luck.
Yeah, we'll find out where you're buried in a few years. Speaking of movies, and this is totally off topic, do I have it right that you appeared or shot a movie with Paris Jackson recently?
No.
No?
They proposed a movie.
Right.
A very good series of books, children's books. It's about mermaids and people. It's a very good idea, distributed in schools, has a good message. The writer who wrote it is a wonderful guy. And he sold this package deal that would star Paris Jackson as the star.
Right.
My wife was going to be the mermaid, and she can really sing. You know, Sean.
Yeah,
She's very good talent.
Yeah.
And I would be like the narrator, sort of. But it's never, all different deals have come forward. Now, Paris, at the time this was signed, Paris Jackson is 12.
Right.
And looks 12.
Yeah,
and
right.
Now she's 18 and she looks like she's on Hustler.
So, right. So deal over.
Well, I guess they keep floating it around. I'll tell you, the movie business is the world's strangest business.
Right.
They get letters. The money will be in Thursday at 2.
Right.
The money can't come in due to the Patriot Act.
Right.
Why? Well, it's coming from China, and they have to look at it.
That's true.
The money will be in midnight at the bank in Utah.
It's still strange. Even the big studios get weird financing from all different types of people.
Who puts up Ted Turner? You want to hear a great Ted Turner story?
Yes.
You love stories, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ted buys MGM from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 for whatever he paid for it. And he always wanted to own a movie studio. He's a kid, loved movies, loved Gone with the Wind. So he bought MGM. And he owns it for a month. And he realizes that they put all this budget into a movie. And at noon on Friday, you know if you're going to make money.
Yeah. And it's the worst gambling odds on the planet. You're better off in a casino.
So he says, this is crazy business. I spend $40 million, and at Friday at noon, they tell me how I'm going to do to the penny. They know. Right? So he said, I couldn't stand the business. So I go back to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and I said to him, can I sell the business back to you? I'm going to take it at a loss. Kirk made money. Right. Okay, so he buys it back at a loss. As Ted is walking out the door, now Kirk is a great guy, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. He owns hotels, he owns Vegas.
Right. Very successful guy.
And a great guy. He turns around, Ted, and he said, oh, by the way, Kirk, could I keep the movies, the old movies? And 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 says, sure, what am I going to do with old movies? Right. That's Turner Classic Movies.
That's Turner Classics, yeah.
He got that for nothing.
Did you think Ted was a kook when he called you to offer you the job initially? No. Like, I mean, now we know he was a genius and all that stuff.
He's a how would I describe Ted? He's a manic depressive.
Right.
Takes lithium.
Right.
He's the most, I can't emphasize enough, most loyal person ever lived. If you work for Ted Turner, he stands by you.
Right.
So in other words, let's say your work, Howard Stern, with all the crazy things you do.
Yeah.
If he hired you and he knew what you were,
he'd back you up.
He wouldn't let a call go into the studio to you.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, that's Ted. Stand by him, he stands by you.
So do you feel betrayed by CNN? I mean, and also, how do you feel about, they give the show to Piers Morgan. You know.
Well, I'll tell you about the ending.
Yeah.
I had done 25 years, and I did that extra year for him. And I'd always had 4-year contracts.
Right.
I was the highest paid guy in cable. I had a real good deal.
Right.
And they came to me 3.5 years ago and said, you know, we're changing, you know, that we're changing direction, or we're going a new way, or something, whatever they say.
Right.
So we're going to give you a 1-year contract. So I felt that was a
smack in the head.
Yeah, you know, you're getting 3 or 4 years, now they're going to give you a 1. But I was 73 years old, and 74, so I said, okay, I'll take the 1, and I worked the 1 more year and left. And
are you glad you did the 1 year, or should you have left?
No, I'm glad I did, because I loved working. I loved working there. I had a great deal. And then they gave me an extra 3-year contract, which just ends now. They gave me a nice piece of change to not be around.
Right.
Colin Powell told me a nice thing. He was I was driving to Atlantic City, and I was driving, not to Atlantic City, driving to Vegas, and my wife was going to meet me there. She was coming down from a home in Utah, and Colin called because I had announced on the air the night before. And he says, you know something, this might apply to anybody. When the train gets to the last stop, get off.
Yeah, but here's my point. So they bring in Piers Morgan, which you were critical of, because you even said, I prefer if someone like Ryan Seacrest, you're
my
fond of him.
recommendation was Ryan Seacrest, only because this. I think...
Did Ryan Seacrest want the job?
I think he would have taken it.
Right.
Yeah, because that time Ryan was just beginning to burst, you know, producer and all.
Right.
But Ryan loves working. I think he would have taken it, yes.
Yeah.
And I thought that I had nothing against. I didn't know Piers Morgan. My suggestion about Ryan Seacrest was that if you're going to follow someone who, forget whether it was Larry King, if someone's been there a long, let's say Howard Stern.
Yes.
You leave in 10 years.
Right.
And someone's going to replace you. The best person to replace you would be someone well-known.
Right.
So that the person who sits in the chair is known to the public. Doesn't have to be the same style as you.
Right.
But it's a person.
have a certain respect.
A certain ambiance. So let's say, okay, Howard Stern is leaving. We're doing a new kind of concept show. He'll be on the same hours. The replacement is Bob Costas. Costas is funny. You'll get a lot more sports. Well, now no one would say Costas is bad.
Right.
Well, you're not going to slam him.
Right. So
Right.
you think getting Piers Morgan? I mean, he was known from America's Got Talent.
But whoever steps in to someone who's been there, Sinatra told me this long ago. When you've been around for a long time, right? There's a lot to be said for longevity. Never knock longevity. Somebody likes you. And when you leave, the toughest spot is the next guy.
Yes.
The guy who's in the best spot is the guy who replaces the next guy.
That's the truth. And do you think Piers should have embraced you or come and met with you and sort
He came, he made a statement that's like following Sinatra.
Right.
The only rub, I didn't even have rub. I don't dislike Piers. I've been on his show a couple of times. He's a nice guy. I don't do the show the way he does it.
Do you check the ratings? Because the truth be told, your ratings were way higher than Piers.
I don't check them. I'm told that.
Right. Do you have satisfaction in that?
There's yes and no, because I like CNN a lot. And I like the people who run it.
But you don't lay down at night and go, ha, ha, ha. They got rid of me.
My wife does.
Right. But you don't have those feelings?
I try,
You got to admit, you got to feel good when you leave. And the people who replace you can't do as well as you.
You don't, put it this way, you don't feel terrible.
Right.
Okay.
But I think Piers, and I told him this, I know Piers, and I respect him and like him, but I said, you're miscalculating how difficult that time slot is. You're up against, ostensibly, Fox News, MSNBC. They're doing shows, political opinion shows, kind of like what Bob Grant did in the old days of radio, and they're doing this kind of Rush Limbaugh type of thing. If you're going on and doing straight celebrity interviews, that's a real tough time slot at 9 o'clock with everything you got to compete
they've changed it a little. He's very opinionated. I never was.
Right.
I always left my ego at the door. I try to ask who, what, where, when, why.
Yeah.
I was a different kind of journalism. I was more personality. I was funny. I don't think Pierce is funny. But I don't dislike him. It's just not my kind of broadcast.
Right.
I gravitated toward
You don't watch it?
No.
You never will.
I'll turn it on. If I read the guest is on, then I'm interested in the guest. And then when he got into this gun thing, and then he was doing guns every night.
Right.
It might have been getting good numbers, but I don't like programming that is guns every night and guns every night and guns every night.
So you don't
but
listen.
I have nothing personally against him. In other words, I don't wish him to fail. No, I don't go around like that, Howard. Maybe you do.
I think I used to more in the old days. I was seething with anger and really.
I remember when I knew you back in we were both in Washington. Right?
Yeah.
And you had an ability to hate.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Some guys can dislike.
Right.
Some guys can have anger.
No, I have real anger.
Hate.
Vicious hate.
And people you hated. Let's take Imus.
Right.
You hated Imus.
Yeah.
There was no, say it.
Yes.
I hated Imus.
I still do. I haven't lost that.
Now, look at all your success.
Right.
Yet you still have that little burning. I don't have that because I didn't know Pierce.
You ever been in therapy, psychiatry?
Short period of time long ago when I was only in my 20s and I was having difficulty still dealing with the death of my father.
Your father died when you were 9?
9.5.
9.5 years old. You never get over that.
You know, you don't. And the bad thing, Howard, in retrospect, this is true. My mother and father had lost a child before I was born. He was a 6-year-old boy. He died of a burst appendix.
Wow.
So my father really grappled me, took me, hugged me. You know, he took me to ball games.
You meant everything to him.
Everything.
Right.
Because he wanted a son. He'd lost a son. I had another little brother who was raised kind of normal. You know, was equal to mother and father, but my father raptured me. I walked with police officers down the street. Because
he was so afraid something would happen.
Yeah, he made a little police uniform for me. Cops knew him because he owned a little bar and grill. He tried to enlist in World War II. He was a little over age. He was 45. Went to work in a defense plant, and one night he died.
Of what? Heart attack?
You know.
Right.
And when I got home, I was a real good student. I'm carrying home books from school. Cops were at the building. I still remember this. And we lived in a 3-floor walk-up in Brooklyn, and these cops came downstairs. 2 of them were crying. They loved my father.
Right.
And this one cop picked me up and put me in a squad car and drove me around. He told me my father died.
Wow.
And I took it as leaving me.
Right.
I didn't understand death.
No. To a 9-year-old, my dad left me.
My dad left me.
Right.
Why did he leave me? I didn't go to the funeral. I didn't cry.
What do you mean you didn't go to the funeral? Your mother didn't force you to go to the funeral?
She didn't.
You said you didn't want to go, and they just let
I
that
said,
be.
I just do not want to go. What are you going to do? Drag me in a car? I won't go in a car.
Wow.
My brother went, and the family went.
It's pretty evolved of your mother not to drag you there anyway.
Yeah, and my mother raised me and my brother, and then her mother died 3 weeks later. It was a tough time for her. She never remarried. We were on relief for 2 years. You ever been poor?
Well, we weren't a wealthy family, no, but never on welfare.
I was on welfare 2 years. We call it relief.
Yeah, I read a story about you that to this day you will never wear wire-rimmed glasses because they used to give you free wire-rimmed glasses.
No, my first pair of glasses was bought by the city in New York.
And that
New York
shamed
is
you, right?
New York is still the most generous city in the world.
Absolutely.
New York, you don't need national welfare programs. New York will take care of you.
That's right.
If you're listening to this radio show now and you're down and out, you don't have to beg on the corner. You can go somewhere. They call it relief.
That's true.
And so New York City paid a 75% of the rent.
Wow.
And gave us a living allowance. And when you had need, like my eyes were going bad.
So why
they bought my first pair of glasses.
Why do you think you don't have the same anger I have? I mean, the anger is you felt left by your father. You have real father hunger. You wanted that attention from a man.
And it's made me a good father.
It has, because because in other words, you recognize how badly you want a father, and you do that for your kids.
Correct.
Is it at your age? How old are you now?
79.
How are you managing 10-year-olds? Aren't you fucking exhausted?
They're 14 and 13 now.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
They keep me young.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
how much involvement do you have? I mean, are you really...
Well, for example, I'm here in New York doing interviews for my Hulu show.
Yeah, Hulu's the network that...
the network is Aura.
Right.
The story is... I'll give you a quick story, and I'll tell you about the kids. Carlos Slim, the richest man in the world.
He's a Mexican guy who...
$76 billion.
And he made $76 billion because what? He owns cable and...
Telecom systems. He also owns Saks Fifth Avenue for a while. He owns 20% of the New York Times. He owns a lot of real estate. He's a wonderful guy. He's got 6 children, 3 boys, 3 girls. They're all grown. They all help each other. It's a wonderful family. I've been to Mexico City. Anyway, he invited me down to Mexico City to speak to he gives out scholarships every year. And I went down, did my shtick. I always talk funny. I have a lot of laughs. And then he drove me around in his car, and then he came to the United States. He went on my CNN show. We had dinner at the house. We had a great dinner.
Right.
I did it with Barry Bonds, Ernie Banks, the mayor, Sidney Poitier.
You loved that.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan Seacrest had signed a $20 million deal that morning, and he had a funny line. Now he's with Carlos Slim, and at 8 o'clock that night, he says, you know, for 7-8 hours, I thought I was rich.
Carlos Slim ruined it for him.
Ruined it.
So
anyway,
yeah.
he said, you got to do something. You can't retire. You got to do something.
Right.
And my wife, Sean, came up with the idea, well, why not the internet? It's the next big thing. Why don't we do a show? I have a little network on the internet. We'll do a Larry show, and we'll add other shows. And so Larry King Now started, and we hired John Houseman away from Murdoch at Fox, and he came over to run Aura TV.
So how do I get that Aura TV?
You get Apple TV hooked into your set, and you go to Hulu.
And then you're on with the Larry King Show.
Larry King Now, it's called.
An hour a night?
A half hour. And it's on in perpetuity. That is, you can watch every show we've ever done.
Right. Do you like doing that, or do you miss the action of being on CNN? I mean, you know,
I miss the action when there's a big story.
Right.
I love doing this. I love doing, well, today we're doing Dwight Gooden. We're doing Rudy Giuliani and former Senator Lieberman.
You know what you got to ask Dwight Gooden about? I think I once read a story or something that when he was in prison, he was going to go to the shower, and everyone said to him, stay out of the shower today. Today's a real bad day to take a shower. And he's like, what the hell? The pipes must have burst. What are they doing? He didn't realize they were going in to rape a guy, and they were warning him, don't go in there because we're going to get you too.
It must be in the book.
Those prison stories are absolutely insane.
You want to hear a great prison joke?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You led me right into this.
All right, let's do it.
This guy's about to go to prison.
Okay.
And he's scared, you know. He's saying to a friend, gee, I gotta go to prison, income tax. I'm very scared. He says, see that guy over there? Go over and talk to me. Just got out of San Quentin. Right. It might help. So he goes over. He says, you just got out of San Quentin? He says, yeah. I'm really scared. Can you help me? He says, oh, don't be scared. It's not all it's cracked up to be. He goes, you like good food? Yeah. Monday is Chef's Day at San Quentin. The top chefs from California come cook for the inmates and teach you recipes. You're going to love Monday. Tuesday, like movies? Tuesday is movie day, the best. Bring you all new movies. Directors come. They tell you how they made the movie. You're going to love Tuesday. Wednesday, you like exercise? Oh, they bring in all the major exercise equipment, and fitness people come and teach you fitness. You're going to love Wednesday. Now, Thursday, are you gay? No? You're not going to like Thursday.
Thursday's a tough day. So you've got the kids now.
Well,
be
my wife
honest
and I,
with me.
yeah.
You have help, right?
Yeah.
You're not sitting at home with kids.
We have a kind of a coach and a nanny, but I go to all their games.
A coach lives with you? What are you talking about? A coach and a nanny?
No. I have a nanny who's a lady who helps take care of them. There's a maid.
Right.
And a lady, we live in Beverly Hills.
Right. So in other words, you're not sitting there watching kids all day.
No. However, in all activities, for example, I take them to school every morning.
Wow.
My wife and I go to PTA meetings. We meet with the teachers. The 14-year-old is going to Notre Dame High School, very good school, emphasizing baseball. He's a very good baseball player. They're playing already.
Is that important to you?
Yeah.
So when I love baseball.
I love baseball, and I love that he's good at it.
Right.
And he wants to play it.
Right.
So when I get back, he's not in school yet. They're playing with the Notre Dame freshmen.
But aren't you out of control? I read that you went to a game.
Don't ask.
And you got into a fight. You're one of those fathers. Yeah, but you started yelling with one of the...
I'll tell you what he did to me this summer.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. All right, let's hear this.
It's the sixth inning.
Because, they tell every parent, calm down.
Right. I'll tell you what they do in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
The kids slid into second. My son was a shortstop. He had second tagged, and the umpire says safe, right?
Okay.
So I'm in the stands. I go, safe? How could you call safe? The whole world knew he was out. And he looked over at me, and all he said was, keep quiet, Mr. King. Keep quiet, umpire. I says, keep quiet? Keep quiet? I'm from Brooklyn. I'm passionate. That kid was safe. And then I did the stupidest thing. You are a moron.
Oh, my
And he
God.
said, I'm a moron, you're out of here. And he threw me out of the stands.
Were you ashamed of yourself? Or
I had to walk all the way out to left field, out of the stadium, and sit in the car.
Yeah.
And my wife, the big backer of me, says, go, you deserve this. I go out through the field into the car and sat in the car, and friends called me and told me about the game.
Yeah.
I got thrown
Was
out.
your child embarrassed?
Yes, yeah.
They yell at you?
Every game I go to, both kids say to me, Dad, stop it.
Calm the fuck down.
Sit quiet.
Yeah.
Sit quiet. They don't even like if I say, like, they have a lot of privilege they have is they know all the ball players.
Right.
I take them, I have season tickets, so they go to Dodger games. Sometimes they go on the road with the Dodgers. They meet the players.
Right.
And my son, Chance especially, the 14-year-old, will say, don't tell him I'm a good player.
Right.
Don't say.
Don't brag. Keep your
Another
mouth
thing
shut.
that drives me crazy, you might know about this, Howard. How old? Your girls are grown now.
Yeah, they're older.
These 14, 13-year-olds do not talk. They
text.
They text.
Yeah,
all.
my kids too. I mean, it drives me crazy. They only text me.
Chance had a girlfriend for 7 months. And I saw she was a very pretty girl. I said, do you talk a lot? Oh, they broke up. But he said, we talk every day. 10, 12, 13 times a day. Wow, must be a lot. Picking up the phone. No, we don't talk.
Right. It's
we
weird.
text. They broke up texting.
Meanwhile,
so he didn't know her. He didn't know nothing about her.
You're not even sure they were in the same room every day.
I don't text.
Right.
I'll show you a phenomenal thing about me.
You don't text?
I'm on the internet.
Right.
I'm paving the way.
Do you have a phone?
Yes, I do, but...
you have old school.
A flip phone.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, that's a big one.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I was in the Apple store. My wife was in the Apple store. You know what I noticed about the Apple store? There's a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
It's always jammed.
Right.
Meaning something's wrong. Something's
Why
going
are they
wrong.
hanging out so much?
And one guy came over to me and said, where did you get that phone?
They were jealous of your phone.
Jealous of my... I love that phone.
Well, why won't you get an iPhone? Why?
Because I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a freaking disease. I watch.
You sound like my mother.
I watch people with iPhones. I go to dinner with 3 friends.
Right.
We go
They're all
to. I'm the only. I'm eating alone.
I know.
They're all
and
on
you
it.
like to communicate. When you would go
I'm a verbal communicator.
When you would go to dinner with Ronald Reagan, you had dinner with him, right?
Yes.
What do you sit and talk to him about when he was the sitting president? He was
just had left office.
Oh, he just left office. You're very comfortable going to a celebrity's home,
yes,
and kind of hanging out
because I know the secret, which is
what is the secret?
Talk about them.
Pants one leg at a time. No. Not talk about them.
Right.
Talk about things, include them, and you'll find the reason Bill Clinton is the world's best, dinner conversation was this: he's as interested in you as you are in him.
So is the secret to hanging out with a celebrity, especially someone as big as the President of the United States, it's just that you don't get intimidated, you think of them as a regular person.
Correct.
And then the third rule of thumb would be interested.
That's right. And be curious. Well, you're sitting with a president, and you say things like, I would say things like, well, what's it like to send people to war? What is that like?
And they answer
and then
you
they get in the conversation. Oh, yeah, I was doing this. They tell you little stories.
But are you really interested, or are you just...
Oh, aren't you interested?
Yeah, I'm interested, but still, it seems like you're working when you're... it doesn't seem relaxing.
It's not work to me.
It isn't.
No, my life is who, what, where, when, why.
Right.
That's my life. When I was 9 years old, I'd get on a bus. I'd ask the bus driver, why do you want to drive a bus?
Really?
You don't want to sit next to me on an airplane.
Is that really true? You would sit there, and that was your whole life?
Yeah, I was on with Barbara Walters yesterday on The View.
Did you date her? Ever?
No, too old.
Too old for you. By the way, I had Katie Couric on here the other day. Yeah. She talked about, she went on a date.
Talked about your date.
Story, and she told the wrong story.
She did, because I want to know why you didn't close the deal with her. She says she did not give you sex.
She did not give you sex. We necked, But she said she had a roommate. The roommate was my executive producer, Wendy. Wendy, then covering for her, denies this. I know what happened. I know what. We went out on a. Nothing went wrong. We went on a date. I thought something was going to happen. We get up to a door, and she says, "I have a roommate." That's the last I saw. So where was I? What was the story I was going to tell you?
And you gave up on Katie Couric? That was it?
Yes, I did. Hey, come and go.
That's it. Is that the style?
I don't chase.
You don't.
You're like a salesman. It's numbers, right?
I don't chase.
I still wonder why. You know, I think because you're from an older generation. You were always the type of guy. You'd get married
rather than live with someone, or
rather than live with someone. You felt living with someone was sort of wrong.
I never spent the night at a girl's house. I always had to go home.
Why? Because you felt it was disrespectful?
I was raised in a culture. No one I knew got divorced. Right. Jews in Brooklyn, no one got divorced.
Never.
Now I moved down to Miami, where everyone got divorced.
Yeah.
And I realized something. It was true to be that what I liked at 30 is not what I liked at 40.
Right.
And I'm always amazed at people who are married 50, 60 years of all the compromise they had to make.
Right.
Now, it took a while. I met Sean, and that's been now 17 years. That's my longest. And that lasted because younger children came along. I was a better father with these children.
You were more mature.
And I was more successful.
Right.
You know, life bettered in. I have a nice home in Beverly Hills. Life's been good to me, and I've been successful. And
but when we were in a period in your life where you were getting hammered in the tabloids and all that stuff, was that driving you nuts? I mean, it's hard to stay married. It didn't. It didn't.
No, it's hard to stay married, but we worked that out. But I discovered something about.
How do you work that out?
Because I discovered about the tabloids.
Yeah,
they are meaningless the day after, unless they get on a case. If they get like John Edwards, they got on his case, and they had him dead to rights.
Yeah, but you look at Anthony Weiner. Now here's a guy you think he was ruined, texting with the penis, the whole thing. They just did the latest poll today in the paper. He's ahead of everybody. If he should run for mayor today.
What's the truest thing? There is a second act in America.
Always.
The only thing you can never come back from, I think, is if you were a predator, little boys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Murder even you can come back from?
Hey, I bet you OJ's going to come back at his own show. I'm telling you.
I tell you, you know how OJ could have beat the whole... in America, here's all OJ had to do. Biggest mistake if he had good advice. Let's say you're at the scene, you kill the wife, and you kill the kid.
Right.
You stop right there.
Right.
Drop your gun, fall down on your knees, and say, "Oh my God, oh my God!" And come on, what happened, OJ? Oh my God! I went to this recital today, and my wife, she wouldn't let me see my daughter. I couldn't see my daughter, and I was crazed. I was just nuts, and I went to her house, and here she's in a negligee, and this young waiter is coming to see her, and I don't know what to do, and I got to go to Chicago. I just lost it.
You think that weren't you amazed?
That doesn't work.
Hold on. No.
Larry, you're crazy.
You're not done. Okay.
Hold it. I'm not done.
And Sean, if you're listening, you better be careful.
No.
Larry's got it all figured out.
He's worked it out.
That's right.
All right. He's not done. He's arrested.
Right.
He goes into court a totally beaten man.
Right.
I'm guilty. I don't want to trial.
Right.
I'm guilty. Please put me away. Please. I can't. Don't put your head up. Never smile. Look your head down.
Right. You're completely depressed.
Your lawyer makes a valiant statement about rage and how you lost it, and they give you, under circumstances, they give you an examination, and you go to prison.
7 years.
7 years.
Right.
Okay. You come out after 7 years. You are now the #1 expert on rage.
Right.
you made a study of rage while in prison. Guaranteed you have the O.J. Simpson rage hour.
That's right.
You deal with people, you help them with rage.
Because you're claiming there's always a second act.
You're as big as ever. And you replace
But
Larry King
OJ didn't even go to jail for this, Larry.
Well, who would have predicted
He did beat it.
But who would have predicted it? Were you shocked when OJ beat it? I mean, you were on the air for that.
I was on the air
and
for
you
that.
did
That's
the
how I moved to
play-by-play.
L.A.
You kind of did the play-by-play of the chase, too.
I was on the air in Washington.
Right.
I was interviewing Cindy Garvey, who was talking about O.J.'s wife, and then suddenly they cut in as a car chase. I didn't know L.A. at that time. They gave me a map.
Right.
And I was broadcasting for 3 hours right through that whole car. I knew O.J. pretty well.
I know. And would you ever have believed that O.J. was going to get off on that? That trial?
Remember, they thought he was going to kill himself in the car.
Right, in that car.
Right.
That was momentous television, man. The world was watching that drive.
Is that the kind of thing you think is the highlight of your career? You know what I think the highlight of your career is? I'm trying to pick out a moment for you.
I'll give you my
what is your super highlight?
The Perot-Gore debate.
That's what I was going to say.
That was the biggest audience in cable
When
history.
I used to watch your show, and Ross Perot would be on, and he would sound so reasonable, and the way you interviewed him was, "Hey, Ross Perot, you're a smart businessman. Give me some down-home advice." He seemed so sensible, and before you knew it, we all felt Ross Perot really should be president.
He said some of the smartest things. I remember when they were talking the other day about something Ross said. He said, segregation, treatment of blacks less than whites, is economically idiotic. So forget the moral aspect. Put that aside. Right. You're in the South. You build buildings, school buildings, office buildings. You got to build 2 bathrooms instead of one man. You got to build 2 water
colored and white. Are you
2 water fountains? Right. Yeah. Right? So it's costing you more plumbing. And then we'll do a smart thing. He said, then let's not give them a good education. Right. So then they'll never buy a Buick.
It's dumb. So he would explain everything to the economy, and he sounded brilliant.
Intellectually dumb.
And he was like a Harry Truman. He was very down home and this and that. And before you know it, then you're hosting the debate.
Yeah, and I am hosting the debate over NAFTA. And then I hosted the best debate. The wildest was when Bush debated McCain. They hated each other.
Yeah.
They hated each other.
So I agree with you. That is the highlight of your career, the Ross Perot candidacy.
And then the second would be 9/11. Right. And going down there and broadcasting 73 straight days. You were here in 9/11,
yes.
Right?
Yeah, I was on the air.
All right. And I came there. We were on for 73 straight nights. I went down to Ground Zero 2 weeks later. Fire commission. I went to the Burns Center. I always would think, I thought about you in this regard.
Yeah.
What does a broadcaster who depends so much on humor do with that? I would imagine you became a professional broadcaster.
Yeah, people...
there were no jokes, were there?
No jokes. I was on the air.
There wasn't anything funny about that.
No. And in fact, David Letterman called me. He said, I want to hear your broadcast, because I stayed on the air for like 9 hours or some crazy amount of time. And everyone said, well, you better get out of there. I go, where am I going to go? I'm not going to go somewhere. Some of my staff decided to leave. Some people stayed. But we stayed on the air. And now we became a conduit for people who were in their cars, essentially, to hear what was going on with 9/11. And I think we did a very reasonable broadcast. All of my fans were calling in with eyewitness accounts of what was going on, and it was tough radio. It was just awful. As it was hitting me, as this thing was going on, I was like, oh my God, this is really happening.
That's when you're a professional, because you're down and you're depressed.
You're in shock.
It's your city. You're in shock, but you got to be a pro. The mic's on.
Yeah.
You can't do. Oh my God.
You can't get too freaked out. What did so getting back to Ross Perot for a second? Did you vote for Ross Perot?
I did.
You did, because did you say to yourself in a self-serving kind of way, if Ross Perot gets into office? I mean, I'm the guy who got him into office. I'm probably the second most powerful man in the world. Was it that you were just so blown out?
I like Clinton,
Right.
And I certainly liked Bush the First, who's one of the great guys in the world, George Bush 41.
Right.
And you had to like Clinton. You can't dislike Clinton.
I think he was one of the best presidents we've ever had. I think he should still be the president.
You're not kidding. I was attached at the hip to Perot, though.
Right.
We were like buddies, and I got to like him so much as a person. And I knew things about him that the public didn't know, like his, if you were a veteran, he hired you.
Right.
If you served in the armed forces, he was a real American.
Right.
And he was a little ahead of his time in areas, but then he lost it.
Why did he screw up? He got crazy, right?
Yeah, he lost it. He had bad advice, and he never should have listened to it.
He started opening his mouth in areas probably he didn't know too much about.
He would talk to NAACP, and he used the term which they regret, is you people.
Yeah. Oh.
You people can do better if you people.
Yeah.
No one likes to be you people.
No.
Picture a bunch of Jews standing around being told you people.
Yeah, well, go fuck you. We're not voting for you. That's the end of that.
How do you like having a show where you could say that word?
I love it, and I'll tell you why.
That word, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I say the word off the air, of course.
Right.
Everyone says the word. As Lenny Bruce, who was my dear friend, used to say to me, it's the best word ever.
When when you were broadcasting in Miami, you knew Lenny Bruce.
Very well.
Your career was similar. You got fired from almost every radio job, right?
One big one I got fired from.
Why did you get fired?
The station went all black. They became urban.
So it wasn't anything
you couldn't fit in?
No.
You couldn't be on an all black.
Hello there. But Lenny
Bruce.
Lenny taught me. Lenny is a precursor to you.
Right.
But Lenny was a genius, a true genius. He had an IQ of like 182.
Wow.
He was a heavy risk taker, and he loved it.
Did you know he was an addict?
I know. Well, you know how he became an addict. He really sad. Lenny had a virus, a terrible virus, and it was very painful. And they moved him to Mount Sinai Hospital in Miami Beach, and they gave him morphine.
And he liked it.
He got hooked on morphine. And then heroin and all the rest, and he liked it.
And no one could approach, like, you were a close friend of his.
Yeah.
And you couldn't go to him and say, hey, man, they didn't do anything like an intervention back then. You probably didn't even know he was on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, did anybody really understand addiction?
Well, no,
then?
and then at the end, his act got all talking about his legal cases.
Right.
But I tell you how Lenny thought. You would have appreciated this. I'm doing a show in Pumpernickel's Restaurant in Miami Beach. I was 23 years old. And Don Rickles was the guest. And Don and I go back a long way. And in comes Lenny.
You were 23 and you're doing a show with Don Rickles.
Yeah. And Don was
Was he known at that point?
Local clubs.
Okay.
He was known in Miami.
Yeah.
And in walks Lenny. This was an audience in the morning. In a prison uniform. And I said to him, where'd you get the prison uniform? I got a friend in Rayford, the state prison. He smuggled me out a prison uniform. I like to wear it. And it had a number on it and everything. And I said, well, what do you do with it? He said, you know what I like to do? I like to go up to cops and ask directions.
With the prison
And then the cop looks at me like, is this an escaped prisoner asking for directions? And then the cop has to say, no. Why would an escaped prisoner
to be
ask me directions? Then the cop will say, but wait a minute. How about a brilliant escaped prisoner who would think that the cop would think I'm not an escaped prisoner when I really want directions? And Rickles said, Lenny, get a job.
Oh, my God, that's so funny. That's great.
Get
Just
a job.
reduce him to that. Did you go to Don Rickles' tribute?
No, I was not invited.
You were not invited? I'm surprised.
Yeah, I came in, I was in town, and I love Don, and Don...
What a genius he is, right?
He is.
If you want to learn how to be a great guest on a talk show, you watch Don Rickles.
Correct. He knows what he knows. I've had so many funny instances with him. I've been in audiences with him. I've been, for example, years ago in Miami Beach. Got very friendly with Sidney Poitier, but I didn't know him then.
Right.
And I ran in late. I got off the air and I ran late to see Rickles at the Eden Rock. And I sat down. I took my late mother with me, and she sat with me. And Poitier came in late.
Right.
He was doing a movie. And they sat him right next to us.
Right.
So now we're sitting, me, Poitier. And I was well known in Miami.
Right.
And Rickles walks on stage. He looks down and he says, Larry, you'll hang around with anything.
So damn quick.
Oh, and then he said, hey, Sydney, you're not going to enjoy it here. There's no chicken. There's no watermelon. And then he'll turn around to the
by the
band.
way, you never said anything like that back then. I mean, that was insane. And he got away with it
He
somehow.
got away with it because he was loving. You know, you knew that he was really a sweet guy. I mean,
You knew he wasn't a racist at heart.
Oh, no, never. He never cursed on stage. Never cursed. Never used bad language.
No, because I went to dinner with him recently, and I said to him, how did you get away with going like to Sidney Poitier and doing some kind of racial humor? He says, no one ever thought I was evil or bad.
Never
they
was,
knew I was good at heart.
He never was evil. Well, let's all Americans. Like, we do those.
Yeah, but I don't even
Let's
think he understands how he got away
Everybody
with it.
stand up and let's praise each other. Let's get an example. We have some Arabs in the audience. Would you stand up? Stand up. Look at these. They're ordinary gentlemen. They're every day. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Get a machine gun mow them down. But he could just be. Don is. He did a movie called with Clint Eastwood in Yugoslavia, Young Warriors or something.
Yeah.
A war movie.
Yeah.
And I get a letter from him. Dear Larry, you know how boring Yugoslavia is if I'm writing to you.
So great.
How dull it must be. He said, I don't want to say the country is poor. We were going to go out tonight, but Tito had the car.
Like,
That's
he could just
funny.
be funny in a letter.
Oh, he's never not funny. The only person
Was Jackie Gleason funny off
No.
No, he was a serious guy.
Gleason was a comedic actor.
Right.
He wasn't
Not a comedian.
Not tell jokes. He thought funny.
Right.
You know, he thought things funny, but he was not a comedian.
Was he out of control?
No, never. And we drank a lot.
Right.
But
women, though? Tons of women, right?
A lot of women, but a good guy. Golf was his passion.
Right.
But he was a genius. But the true, most brilliant person of all is Mel Brooks. There's no one in Mel's league because Mel has enormous intellect and is incredibly funny. And at any minute, at any moment, you know, his son Max wrote World War Z.
I know.
Yeah.
But Mel could be, I'll give you a quick Mel story. The World's Fair in New York, 1964. They had a World's Fair here. There's still replicas of it on the Parkway.
Right,
Water,
absolutely.
JFK.
Yeah.
So I come up to do my radio show at the World's Fair, and Mel Brooks is my guest. And I said, do you want to play the 2,000-Year-Old Man? That's the most genius album ever made.
Right.
Here's a man who's 2,000 years old, and he doesn't know what you're going to ask him. So I said to him, we have a man here, he's 2,000 years old. So the first question is obvious, what do you think of the fair? The World's Fair. He goes, fair. Wait a minute, you'll call this fair? Fair. Were you at the first fair, he said to me? Were you at the first fair? No, the first fair was in 0087. The whole world came, 713 people.
Yeah.
The whole world. And then he starts rambling.
Yeah.
There's no means of transportation. So they put the fair at the bottom of a ravine, and people rolled into the fair. And the people became their own exhibit. Watch them roll in. Then I said,
The whole world showed up.
I said, look at what we have here. We have the monorail. He said, that was good. The monorail, that's good. Look at this. We have automatic things and things propelling to the sky. Yeah. Did you have the burning bush? We had the burning bush. We thought it was a ride.
And he was ad-libbing all of this.
Then he goes like this. I said, what was the big hit of the fair? Oh, big. It was Moses.
Right.
What did he do? He parted the Red Sea 3 times a day, 4 times on Sunday, 6 drachmas.
Like a dolphin show.
6 drachmas. He had a press agent, Marty, went over to him and said, Moses, you keep this up, I get you 10 pages in the Old Testament.
Oh, my God.
To think of that.
Yeah, off the top of your head. Yeah.
He's just, did you know Columbus? Oh. What a dancer. The best dancer in Genoa. You know, the Queen had a husband whose nose went out and made a left turn. So she gave Columbus money to take an apartment in Paris. He bought chips.
It's unbelievable that guy's that quick. And I know.
Unbelievable.
Unreal. And people forget that when he wrote Blazing Saddles, he wrote it with Richard Pryor. The two of them writing together in a room, isn't that mind-blowing?
How about all the music he wrote for the producers?
I
He
know.
wrote all that music.
Yeah,
I was that opening night sitting next to him at the producers was one of the great events of an opening night event of my life.
Does a guy like that still get nervous on an opening night?
He laughs, he tumbles, and he'll get.
He doesn't worry about whether
No.
are hit?
Why aren't they laughing? You know, if you go by one, I wrote that funny. Why aren't they laughing? Oh, at intermission, a guy came running up to him. Did you see the producers?
I didn't. I did not. I mean, I know the movie. I don't know the. Yeah, right.
A guy comes running up at intermission. I am mad at you, Mr. Brooks. I was in World War II, and this is a shameful thing you're doing, saluting Hitler and making fun of this. I was in that battle. I fought for this country. And Mel said to him, "You in World War II?" Yeah, she says, "I was in World War II. I didn't see you."
And then does the guy shut up?
Yeah, he runs. I didn't see it because he does it so. There's no, you ought to get Mel here.
Yeah, well, I would love that. I just was watching that AFI tribute to Mel Brooks. It was really, really good. I mean, it was really compelling. I mean, the other one I'm watching too, and I know Robin is the Richard Pryor one too. Did you ever interview him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful man.
What a brilliant guy, but wow, how troubled was he?
Very troubled. But he may, other monologists call him the best.
Yep.
If they talk about who we revere, they go to Pryor. Probably because of risk-taking, right? And he had a way. Chris Rock is a transcendent from him.
Chris Rock is a genius.
Oh, did you see the play he did?
I didn't see the play.
I didn't go to see the play, but we've seen him on stage many
the play,
times.
He was brilliant. He was a terrific actor.
Yeah, but his stand-up is unbelievable. And Eddie Murphy was amazing. Amazing stand-up. Jerry Seinfeld's coming in a few minutes. Another amazing stand-up. Endless amounts of material.
Jerry works so hard at it. I did a movie with Jerry, the Bee movie. I was Larry D. King. It's all about bees.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Bee movie.
And he had me underground. I'm a bee doing the show, and he says to me, there's a guy up on Earth named Larry King. He does a show. He says, well, I don't care.
Jerry got, I don't know if he got angry with you, but he got annoyed with you.
When I asked him.
You were interviewing him.
Yeah, and I said, why did Seinfeld go off the air? Why did they take you off the air? He got very mad because they took himself off the air. They were never taken off.
He wanted to go out on top.
I didn't know that.
Right.
And I apologized later. We were fine with it.
But you can't possibly know everything with the amount of interviewing.
And I also don't read. I don't read a lot of stuff like why a show left the air.
But I never believed that about you.
I don't read tidbit stuff.
Yeah, I understand it, but you must have done research on your guests.
I did do some can't do everything. There's no perfect interview, Howard. Maybe you.
Well, beside me. I'm so perfect. I'm so wonderful.
But you have all those producers, Larry, so don't they prep you?
I get information.
Yeah.
So to sum up, you're happy now. You're on first of all, let's mention that Larry King now is on Hulu and Aura.tv.
Correct. They distribute it. I'm also on Artie, the Russian network. I'm licensed.
What's that about?
That's licensed to them, and they broadcast
the same show.
They license it out, and they do a political show, and I'm not employed by the Russian government.
You're happy. You don't miss the dating because you were a dater.
I don't miss it.
You don't miss it at all.
No.
But do you still have that urge sometimes when you're sitting across the desk and a beautiful woman?
Yeah, I got to tell you.
What the hell happened to you?
I had prostate.
You had prostate cancer. That'll do it.
I had prostate cancer, and I had radiation, and that cured it. So I am totally prostate cancer free. However,
you did not do the operation.
Did not do the operation.
And you say, however,
there's a side effect.
You can get it up.
You gotta have
Viagra.
No, I'm a heart patient, so you can't take Viagra.
So what do you do?
I'll do things.
You can. You always find a way.
You find a way, but I don't have. There's a nice peaceful thing. I don't lust anymore.
Right.
And
is that a peaceful thing for you?
Absolutely.
And you get a lot more done, don't you?
You do.
Yeah.
And there's no complications in your life.
Yeah. In other words, you're a good husband.
Sex screws up your life.
It does.
You're never in danger.
You're right, and you're focused on your family.
Correct. I will never be seen going into a motel with the. That will never happen.
It ain't worth it.
You know, one thing on Lenny Bruce before I go. Right. Lenny Bruce used to say, "If you're a cheater, the people never believe honesty. So if you want to cheat, take the girl you're cheating with and go into the lobby at a Fontainebleau hotel and say, 'This is Irma. I'm taking her upstairs. Everybody get a good look.' It's Lenny.
Yeah,
he's
no one
kidding
believes
around.
him, yeah.
But take her to the Tic-Tac-Toe Motel, 46 miles out of town, and your wife's cousin's behind the desk.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know you had prostate cancer. You know, I have friends who have had prostate cancer, and they describe to me it's just a nightmare in the sense that you never pee the same way.
No. You pee a little more.
Yeah.
But and there's no pain involved. You take the test. I sometimes wonder. I had it on. They do it biopsy, and on. They give you 10 little things. On 2 of the things I showed positive, they wanted to be. The guy says, you can live to 95, 98 if we do this radiation.
Right. Or if you hadn't done the radiation, probably you could have lived with the prostate cancer, possibly.
Maybe you die with it, not of it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
right. And
but
you don't know.
You roll the dice.
You still miss smoking cigarettes?
No.
And not at all?
Did you smoke?
I did.
I had a heart attack, and that day I stopped smoking.
I know, but do you ever think about it?
No.
And isn't it amazing what a waste of time it is? Smoking.
Yeah, it wasn't
stupid.
a bad habit because it felt good. It was an oral habit. But last night I saw a play, Lucky Guy. Tom Hanks is freaking brilliant.
Wow.
And everybody smokes in the play.
Was it driving you nuts?
Oh, no, but there was a moment urge where I said,
that looks cool.
Looks pretty cool.
Well, I'll
Howard, I love being with you, Howard.
Love being with you, Larry.
Now, you got to do my show.
Yeah, I'm going to have to come on your show.
You're going to come on my show.
Yeah.
I'll come to New York. You'll do my show. You'll love it.
All right.
You know what, Larry?
Come on, don't give me the all right.
All right. I just hate
the
doing
one
those
thing
shows.
Larry doesn't probably know, Howard,
Yes.
is, you were Larry was one of the first people to ever interview you on a national show.
Is that
when
right?
he put you
Correct.
on his radio show at night.
Correct.
And
the all-night show.
you were very excited about doing that.
Well, yeah. I mean, can you imagine?
I propelled you.
Yeah. Why don't I remember this experience?
You were on
Do you remember?
Oh, my
You were on WWD. You know why you don't remember?
Why?
Because you forget things.
I forget everything.
You know what? He wasn't on WWDC
What
at
was
that
I
time.
on?
We were in New York on WNBC because I remember you had to go to Washington
Correct.
that evening.
All right.
To do the show.
Well, thank you. Even though I don't remember it, thank you for doing
Well,
that.
it's nice to know I made your career.
Yeah, there was one thing. I'll get you. You made a lot of money in your lifetime, and you certainly have enough money to live the rest of your life, whether you work or not. And
Well, I got 2 kids, and I got a house. I got to support the house.
did you become not an entire victim of Bernie Madoff, but did you invest some money with Bernie?
I'll give you a quick Bernie Madoff story.
Okay.
Freddie Wilpon, the owner of the Mets, is a great friend of mine. We went to high school together, and he says, who handles your money? I said,
somebody. Yeah.
So, no, a company. He said, I'll try to get you with Madoff. Because Madoff.
Do you a favor.
No, wait a minute. He turned down a lot of people. Right. He turned down my brother. And I never met Madoff, never spoke to him. And Freddie called me one day, and he's all excited. He'll take you.
Oh, God.
So I gave him money. It's a true story. I gave him money over the years. I would give him money, take out money,
Right.
So over the years, I gave him $4.8 million.
Right.
And took out $4.1 million.
So
over the years, you got insurance things. And when you took out money, it was wired in immediately.
Right.
There was no one faster than Madoff. If you said we need 300, bang in the bank. Okay. So my wife said to me one day, "Why don't we give him everything?" We started with 250. Anyway,
listen to that one.
I was down 700,000. No, the day he was arrested.
Right.
I was
down 700.
Down 700,000.
And I got 200 back from the Madoff people.
Right.
The guy handling his, and the government gave me 500.
Right.
For paying taxes on stock I never had.
Right.
But how he pulled that off, his Ponzi scheme.
Right.
He had 3 Jewish accountants from Yonkers. No one ever heard of. They said But he was so believable. I mean, Freddie had dinner with him the night before he was arrested, never said a thing.
Everybody trusted him,
and
loved him.
You would get letters that it's a bad month, I'm buying treasuries, right? He never bought a treasury.
He never bought a stock. But he had the whole thing going, and he had it worked out.
Until the Bank of Scotland hit him for $50 million. And he couldn't.
He couldn't cover it.
Couldn't cover it.
That's right.
So they blew the clue. One guy knew him he was a fraud, and no one listened to him over the years.
You know what you ought to do?
Wouldn't he be the greatest interview?
Oh yeah.
I mean, what a mind.
Yeah, but do me a favor. Introduce Freddie Wilpon to Piers Morgan. And let him give him investment advice. And then you'll be even. All right, listen.
Hey, Howard, thanks.
Larry King on Hulu and Aura.tv.
You got it. And you can see me on RT TV as well.
Okay. And thanks for coming by.
Thanks, Howard.
All right,
you're doing my show, Howard. We'll have a lot. So. Come on,
Do
Howard.
I have to?
Did I help your movie?
Yes.
Okay.
You did? What do you mean, did you help
You made your movie. You came on my show.
I did?
I don't remember. He's smoking again, huh?
See how you remember interviews and stories and things? Yeah. I can't do
He's
that.
Still doing the cigarettes with no name on them?
No. I don't do anything.
You've done Larry more than once or twice.
I know.
You've done it a few times.
I know. I get it. All right.
Thanks, guys. This was fun.
It was fun having you. We'll be back right after these words.
I think Larry King is fascinating.
There was something
really good. The fact that he can pull those.
It's amazing.
The story is we couldn't believe that he could remember the 2,000-year-old man verbatim.
Yeah. There's something about radio guys. They just know how to do radio.
Yeah, I wish I was a radio guy.
Mr. King, you've done countless interviews over the course of your career. What separates Howard and his style from the rest?
Because Howard knows the secret of broadcasting, which is there's no secret. Be yourself. Howard is Howard. I'm me. So I'm not any different off the air and on. What you see here is what you see there. And that's the way Howard is. And when you can learn that, to be yourself and be natural, and never be afraid. I never had a moment where I say to myself, should I say this? I trust my instincts. That's what Howard does.
He's often been criticized for that style over the years.
Yeah, I never criticize a successful broadcaster. Because if you're around a long time, somebody likes you. And you have to respect that somebody. I remember when I was young, and I listened to the Beatles, and I would say, what do people see in the Beatles? And then I realized I was wrong. People were right. When I was a kid, we used to make fun of Bobby Soxers and Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra turned out to be, in my opinion, the greatest singer of all time. But we used to laugh at him. We were wrong.
So you think his legacy will be that people will eventually, even the mainstream, will realize how wrong they were about Howard initially?
The mainstream, at all, what goes around comes around. If I'd have told you that 15 years ago there'd be gay marriage in America, right, you'd have laughed.
Absolutely.
There'd be a black president. Come on. Everything goes around comes around. Sure, Howard is probably already mainstream. A lot of these rock groups now and others are going beyond Howard.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
This is a Howard TV original production. On this episode, he breaks stories, he raps, he fights, he is Lieberman at large.
6:18 a.m. What's going on? This is the shit. That's it.
I stand by my words. You're a shit reporter.
Fucking cock.
What's your problem?
Testing 1, 2. Baba Booey.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My career has been centered almost exclusively around investigative reporting and crime reporting. I spent a number of years in different local television markets, and I spent 7 years as a national correspondent for the program America's Most Wanted on primetime on Fox.
Steve Langford left. They needed a new guy. Tim sat with the news director, Brad Driver. They came up with a list of names. They knew this John Lieberman.
I initially applied for the anchor job at Howard 100 News to fill in for when Ralph Howard was leaving to get a new lung.
We interviewed John Lieberman twice. He came in for an initial position that was open, and we didn't hire him. We passed over him. And the second time around, we hired him.
I get a call from Brad out of the blue, and Brad says, our investigative reporter, Steve Langford, is leaving. What is your availability like? And would you like to come and try out for the position?
I love Langford. Always thought he did a great job.
Homeless, high pitch for the holidays. Eric apparently thrown out of his late mother's apartment, allegedly by his own sister and brother-in-law, just as near nuclear winter gripped New York right before Christmas.
When one reporter leaves, I'm like devastated. How can they leave us? But then, what a pleasant surprise. We got a guy like John Lieberman who absolutely fits into the family.
I love Langford. But, Langford was like, hard-nosed reporter. Lieberman's a little softer, but still, he's up there. He'll get in your face.
John Lieberman is out here if you want to meet him. Do you want to meet him?
Sure.
The biggest wow moment for me was the first day in studio with Howard.
John, were you in Iraq covering the war and all that?
Yeah, I was in Iraq in 2004.
Right.
Covered the war over there.
Right.
Been going after bad guys, murderers and rapists for the past 7 years at America's Most Wanted.
They sent me all your stuff. So I've been listening to it. I called Tim the other day and I said, and I sent a note to Brad Driver. I go, this guy sounds really good. If you want my vote, I think he's good.
Mm-hmm. The first part of the interview was great. We talked about my past and things like that. Then it kind of veered off into my personal life.
Are you single?
I am dating somebody right now. I'm divorced.
How long were you with that wife?
5 years with that wife.
Oh, 5 years, and how long did you date her?
We dated for 2 years before that.
7 years? You were faithful? No kidding. You get tons of pussy, huh?
Past.
Oh, you cheated.
Walking out of there, you're like, wow, did I just say all of that? Howard makes you feel so comfortable in the studio that, you just start talking.
We have a culture here of, the Howard Stern Show that's unique, and John gets it.
It took John Lieberman about a week to adapt, and once he did, he really took the ball and ran with it.
I gotta get Gary. Hold on. Uh-oh. He's on fire. Mayday, Mayday.
Art Collins reached out to you this morning, and I believe he called you a thin-skinned, horse-toothed jackass. I understand we might see you in a bikini as well.
I didn't know about that part. John has a really distinct way of talking, and I think it sets him apart in the air, and I think it's just fun to listen to.
The reason that Sal is wearing caps to work is because his hair cannot be exposed to light anymore. We are reporting, but we are reporting for the most part on funny and humorous things and funny and humorous people. And so it was a different type of reporting for me. But what I decided to do, very much I believe like my predecessor decided to do, I decided to keep my America's Most Wanted style and just apply it to the characters here. Do you have a girlfriend?
I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Lisa Jordana is Miss Howard TV for the coming month. Your reaction? Would you say you're just as angry as Robbie in general?
Yes, I would say.
You want to be bored? Everyone want to turn off the radio here?
Lieberman did an amazing job stepping into Langford's shoes, and he did a fine job of just kind of stepping into it and, shitting on his coworkers.
What would you say to the people that might be concerned that you would be boring on a 1-hour show?
That's why there will be a co-host.
When I was standing in my shower imagining the Howard 100 News, when I came up with that idea, and I heard it in my head, John's the type of guy I heard doing the news.
I'm John Lieberman, and these are the latest headlines from the Howard 100 newsroom.
We're here with serious news, and he hits the mark for me.
I don't got anything. Why? Why are you guilty? Why you look guilty?
You're getting out there, aren't you, huh? Trying to be the dog like fucking